Do any of you know anything about eternal life and the spells that it causes? What must be done?
Life for life, I bet.
If you guys want to go ahead and give me a Arcana, History, or Religion check.
I'll give you a religion check. That is not going to pass. That is a whole whopping 3.
Okay. What'd you get, Libby?
I got a 7.
What'd you get, Matthew? Matt.
Sorry, I had to mute myself. I got to roll. We had bags rustling.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's intelligence. That I rolled a non-natural 1 because I have a negative 1. I rolled a 2.
Well, anyways, I do not know how familiar you are with magical arts and knowledge. It doesn't seem many of you are. However, the thing I believe he spoke of is reviled, and the only darkest of wizards seek it. It's lichdom. To become a lich, one is quite unknown to many, save for general soul siphoning. They say there are dark books tucked away in the corners of Aeon in the deepest depths to reveal such grim secrets. However, he brushed it off quickly and told me there was another way. This is impossible, and once again I expressed my skepticism, of course, and without proof of the ritual's conclusion results, I would just have to trust his word. Alabaster explained it to me. He stated that he found it by happen's chance. Perhaps he did, and perhaps he did not. Unlocking new magic isn't like simply writing poetry or conjuring up musical notes. No, it takes a great deal of focus and discipline. And by one's own self is quite the feat indeed. However the case, he explained to me that he performed a ritual for several days by himself that allowed him to be reborn anew once, and I quote, "This shell dies." He said that he didn't get to choose the next shell that his spirit would create, however, it would be a natural occurrence, meaning, of course, that his spirit would not possess an already living being, but instead, a being would be created in its stead as a spirit for natural life as it does. He told me in brief that he had a crystal that he would like me to keep in my quarters, that it belonged on a pedestal in his chamber should he never return. I believe this was a safety beacon of sorts. It is my only hope of either awakening him or reversing this whole disaster in some fashion. That being said, I do not believe that Alabaster knows he is Alabaster. I believe that the memory of Alabaster is gone, however the spirit remains, if that makes any sense. Much like a memory stone, the spirit must be awakened within the vessel in some fashion. It is my theory that the vessel is mysteriously drawn toward remembrance. That is why the dwarf, I believe, is heading for the White Castle instead of home. But I can't be quite sure. So you see him pacing back and forth as he's talking. Alabaster would want to end this curse that he himself put upon this land. Rightfully so, if I may. How we awaken one's spirit to remember their past life eludes me. Such magic would elude any mage. For it is not known commonly or sought after, because we mages only know that the price of eternal life is death and the dark corruption for those that seek it. That is why I believe my sudden awakened state, along with the events that have occurred thereafter, are destined around Alabaster. In this particular moment, of course, provided the town folk with supplies back at Bruntilda's tree since the incident they had told me about. It is much more accommodating now, however, the wretched memories remain of the tree that Bruntilda held. It is safe for now, and I am making a concoction that will keep our spirits and health up, as I expect we shall have quite the hardship ahead of us. This will take a few days, of course, if you're willing to spare the time. I've been rambling, and I apologize. There's so much that I need to tell you. Is there anything you would like to know of me? Or of the White Castle, or of the history, or anything at all that might help you?
So, do you know where the darkness comes from?
I believe, though it is not precise, I believe that it does come from Alabaster's chambers. But we would need to retrieve the stone in my quarters, in the White Castle, in order to put it on the pedestals down below.
So, we come to the White Castle, find your quarters. We find the stone, return it to Alabaster's quarters, to the pedestal.
Yes, once we find the stone, and I know exactly where it's at, it's a matter of getting to it. Once we do that, and it is on the 4th...
Hack and slash.
I'm sorry, say again?
Hack and slash, that's how we get to it.
I hope it's that easy. Once we get there, it is on the 4th floor. Now you must understand, when you walk into the castle, it still holds its magical essence. When you enter, each floor has 100 rooms and 100 doors stacked next to each other. It looks quite odd, but once you go in, they are their own separate chambers. We must go to the 4th floor. We must retrieve the stone. It is riddled with demons. Once we have the stone, we must descend into the depths of the castle, where Alabaster did most of his work. So in total, we're looking at 5 or 6 stories of the castle that we're going to have to ascend and descend. But that's just why I'm making these potions. We can leave this day, or we can wait just a few more days and I will have these potions ready for us.
What do these potions do?
They'll revitalize you. It's a temporary thing, but it will give you plenty of time to rekindle your magical essence. And in a sense, you will feel not only healed, but you will also regain some of your abilities, if you will.
Perfect.
That sounds good to me. I think we can hold out for a few days.
That sounds worth waiting.
Indeed. Is there anything else?
Will that allow us to regain all of our abilities?
Not all. I don't quite have that time to make the concoction. I don't have the ingredients, and maybe we would find them unless we go search the castle, and I doubt that even the castle would still hold the remnants of it.
Understandable. I think waiting for these potions would be in our best interest.
I believe
I
this as well.
agree.
I wish I had started these some time ago, but I do have a few things for you all, though. And he picks up a couple of eggs, and he whispers to him, and he throws one to you, Keaton, and he throws one to you, Matt, and then he whispers, and he throws one to you, Libby. Why don't you guys roll me a 1d6?
3.
5.
Awesome. So, Keaton, your egg begins to kind of illuminate and kind of wiggle and crack a little bit. And it bursts open, and you see this tiny little muzzle come sniffing out a little bit, and you see 2 tiny little tusks on it. And it's a golden-haired boar.
Wonderful.
And what'd you get, Matt?
5. 5?
You got 5? Awesome. So yours
Yeah.
does kind of the same thing, and it cracks open a little bit, and you see this beak kind of come through a little bit, and you see these 2 tiny little paws with claws on them break open, and you hear it kind of, and you notice that it is a dark mossy green, glistening, kind of like a shimmering, feathered owlbear baby with yellow eyes.
Oh my god! I got out there, baby.
And what'd you get, Libby?
That's cute as shit.
We have 2.
You got 2? That's hilarious. So yours shimmers too, and it cracks open a little bit, and you see this tiny little trunk come out, and you realize, like before, when he handed you one, he seems to have forgotten, you got another miniature baby elephant.
No.
That's
Oh no.
so you rolled the number 2, and It's a miniature baby elephant. It's fucking hilarious. I was like, really?
I guess we're gonna make like Hannibal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So, I'm going to begin these potions, and do as you please. There's plenty of food in the cabinets. There's games if you wish. I don't know. There's sparring dummies. He actually has. He points to an animated armor over in the corner, and he explains to you guys that you guys can spar with it if you like to. And that you can hone your skills. So
nobody ever sparked me.
And you still have that magical bubble around you, where it hasn't cured your stench, but it's contained it.
No.
All right, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's still there. I did not. All right, so you guys, you can wait a couple of days if you want to. In that 2-day span, what are you guys doing?
How far away is the White Tower again? Like, should we get other supplies? Like, should we get other health potions or anything else?
She's talking to you guys, I believe.
Yeah.
I apologize. I was looking at something. If you want, we could like go look for supplies throughout the city.
We could see if we could find stuff to revitalize our class.
Yeah.
That rhyme.
I'm naming my boar. I apologize.
That's okay. Yeah, and when I say golden hair, it's not blonde. It actually shimmers gold.
Yeah, I figured. Because you said that the what the fuck did you get, Matt? Like, owlbear. You said the owlbear shimmered too, so I figured.
Yeah.
I was gonna name him Moors, but then I realized that doesn't make a lot of sense because I worship the goddess Nike, and that's Greek.
The magic side.
I don't want to mix it, man.
Hey, whatever name fits, baby.
His name is Fanny.
Fanny?
Fanny.
Fanning. That's awesome.
Short for
I mean,
Thanatos.
my last elephant's name was Bambi, so...
It's true. So, make sure you guys write this down, though, for the travel time. Because the stuff that I'm giving you guys, I'm going to tell you once from now on, and then that's it. If you don't remember it, I'm not going to try to remind you a whole lot. So I'll try to... And when I talk about stuff, if you need something, just ask for it again. Just be like, hey, what's that again? I'm just trying to write stuff down. But it's about 3 days travel from where you're at to the White Tower. Now, keep in mind that every day that you guys are in here, it's 7 days on the outside world.
Okay, got that.
So it could do well to be outside of the bubble for some time during this whole wait period.
It's a constant thing.
Actually,
so it doesn't matter. It doesn't like...
The bubble goes faster.
Right,
Yeah,
it doesn't reverse time. The time that you have spent in here is gone. Does that make sense? So if you've been in here for 2 days, you've actually... Real time has been for 2 weeks. So when you step out of the bubble, you will age accordingly.
Well, I meant... Oh, yeah.
So it doesn't matter if you step outside the bubble and spend time outside the bubble. The same degradation will happen once you enter the bubble for a minute. So,
Alright.
You see what I'm saying?
Never mind. Yes.
right, well, by the sparring, or I'm going thrifting, so to speak, through the town.
I think we might have time for both. I do want to spar. I named my baby Owlbear. If you want to know what I named it.
Sure.
Is it Ragnar
Onion.
Jr.?
That's what?
I named it Onion.
Onion?
I love onion.
Nice. That's awesome.
Is it a boy or a girl?
I don't know.
Yes.
You tell me.
All right, it's a little boy.
Well, no. You have to roll animal handling. You can't just...
Oh,
Doesn't
Okay.
have a penis.
I don't fucking know that.
You have to have
Okay,
roll animal handling. Yeah, so it'll definitely be animal handling.
Okay. I have a -1 to that, so
Alright, you know
Okay.
what? I'll roll animal handling for my boar too.
11.
Got an 11. All right, you think that it's a girl, but you're not quite sure. You don't really know the
Either way.
anatomy of owlbears.
I got a
Either
14.
way. Onions, because I love onions.
So you got a 14.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're thinking that it too might be a female, but once again, you're not too sure. But based off of what you know of boars, you believe that
Doesn't
it
have
is
a
female.
schlong, does it?
Yeah, it doesn't have a schlong.
Perfect. Alright, that's what I need to know. Its name is no longer Thanatos, it's now Nyx.
Nice.
Good, good. I'm gonna roll
Names
mine
should
too.
not be gendered.
You gonna roll too, Libby?
I'm
Never
gonna
they're
roll two.
gods.
I got
Okay.
an 18.
Got an 18. All right, awesome. So you know, you're pretty certain, despite your handling with elephants, you've read it though back in the monastery when you had some free time about animals, and you know that your elephant too is female.
Okay. My name is Silver. Alright, I guess that since we have some time, I'm gonna try to train the baby elephant to let me actually ride it into battle. So it's it
Okay.
can actually be useful.
So it can fit in the palm of your hand right now.
I'm gonna keep it in my pocket.
So-
Shit.
So I mean, they're super tiny. Like all of them seem like to be the same size, regardless of what they are. They're all kind of like, I would have to say, I don't know. I'm trying to. They're probably about the size of a gerbil, or not a gerbil, but what the fuck? A guinea pig. They're all about the size of a fairly plump guinea pig. All right, the owl
Like my
bear,
bunny rabbit.
the boar.
Is it squeaking the same way? Because that's very important to me.
It kind of, but it does it more so through its nose.
Yes.
All right, so you guys got some time. So you're gonna try to train it to kind of follow your hand and stuff like that, and you're gonna kind of bond with it.
Yep.
All right, give me an animal handling roll.
Oh no, that's a 3.
That's a 3. Okay, it's super playful, but doesn't really follow your hands or do anything else like that. But however, it does play with you. So there's somewhat of a bond, but it's not really training. You know.
Basically, it's just fucking around. Alright.
Basically, it's just mama. Yeah. All right. What do you got? What are you doing, Keaton?
I was actually going to do the same thing.
Okay,
I was
go
going to
ahead.
try to teach the boar to, run around and make noise in the directions that I point.
Okay, go ahead and give me a roll, and do it at disadvantage just because it's just newly born.
Alright. That is a 14.
A
I got
14,
a 16 and a 14.
a 16, and a 14. Awesome. So you start training it, and you point it a little bit. It seems to kind of follow, but it still doesn't fully kind of grasp what you're trying to do.
Okay. Then I'm just going to make little oink noises at it.
Okay.
Like holding it up in front of my face, just
What are you doing, Bubba? That's awesome.
try to get it to
So
respond.
it winks back, and it kind of kicks its legs like it's trying to run in midair. And it's
Put 'em
actually
on my head.
it's trying. Yeah. Matt, what are you doing?
I want to see something real quick about an owl bear.
Sure.
They don't ever. They ain't actually got wings, do they?
No.
Okay, good. All right, then never mind.
Oh, you're gonna try to
Flying.
teach it to fly?
Well, if it's super tiny, but no, I want it to be able to climb up my arm and on my shoulder, climb up a tree if I need to for reconnaissance or a sneak attack.
Okay. So give me animal
And
handling.
yeah, I almost dropped my stuff.
Careful, Bubba.
That's a 15.
A 15? Okay, so like you see your companion over there with the boar, it seems to kind of follow direction for a little bit, but it's mostly because you're putting down little bits of food for it to eat.
Yeah.
So, Finn, these are presents for other people. We can't open these. No open. So basically, it's following the food and kind of where you're going, and you're tapping and you're tapping and you're tapping. You put down some food. You get the notion that it senses what you're doing and it kind of gets the gist of it. However, it loses attention rather quickly.
I'm gonna keep it like in my pocket up here. I'm gonna keep it with me, close all the damn time while it's time.
Awesome. Well, I actually should have had you roll that at disadvantage, but since we're already past it, we're past it.
Oh, my bad.
No, that was my bad. So in the 2-day span, what do you guys want to do? If you want to bring it to me, I'll open it for you.
Yeah. I think we should try and find supplies.
Yeah, I'll do that as well.
Okay. So where are you guys looking for supplies?
Kind of gonna ransack some houses in the village, see if there's anything of value.
Okay. So
or even moderately interesting. Hi, Maggie.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey.
There you go.
Thank you.
That was fresh, Zach. That was just here. Bring that here. I'll open that for you. Like no fucking
That powers
Yeah.
activate.
That's
Pretty
right.
much, yeah.
All right, so cool. So you guys, from what you know of the town, that you guys know that there was 2 houses to the west, 2 houses to the east. It looked like a house to the north and a tavern to the south of the well. So,
Straight to the tavern.
all right, go for the tavern.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me a.
Somewhere that might maybe have dried food.
Yeah.
Are you guys
I'll
all
go with
going? Are you guys all going as a group, or what are we doing?
Ragnar, would you like to join?
Yeah, I'll go along.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, miss. I've forgotten your name once again.
Her name's Kerroessa.
Kerroessa.
Yeah.
All right.
I remember.
I am notoriously bad with names.
If it's
You're
easier,
real loud.
name me S.
S.
I will accept a nickname. I'll respond.
I will probably forget that just as easily. Kerroessa, would you like to join us?
I will go with. It's like, I'm making a baby Bjorn for my elephant.
That's fucking awesome. Okay, I dig it. So, like, all the materials and stuff that if you guys, like, need to knit anything, or you need to do some leather working, or you need to do some patching up, or you need to do some sharpening, every time you open the cabinet, it just seems to be there. Okay? All right, just so you guys know. So you guys all kind of go out. You guys tell Ingorial, hey, we're going to go ahead to the tavern. And he says, he kind of waves you off, and, you know, he seems rather unconcerned since you guys slaughtered the demons in this area.
Yeah, we did.
What's happened with the scouts?
The scouts.
Yeah, the ones who were with us last time. Like, they came down the well with us. Did they stay or did they go to the
Yeah.
White Tower?
No, they're still with you. Yeah, you guys still have your
Okay.
people.
Both run.
Except for Girana, she's fucking dead.
Joranna is dead.
Super fucking
They
okay.
burned her corpse to and all that stuff so that she wouldn't be reanimated. So I assume when you guys leave the well, unless you tell them to stay, without you telling me, I'm automatically going to assume that they're going with you.
Yeah.
Okay? If you guys want them to be somewhere while you do something, then that's when you need to be specific. Like, hey, go wait for us in the northern house. And then if you guys forget about them, you go down in the well, a couple days go by, and then you go to the White Castle without them, they're still going to be at that, you know, if you pass by them, I might roll to see if they say something to you. But you see where I'm going with this?
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick. I will be right back.
Go for it.
Yeah, I think they should go with it.
I think we should. I feel bad. I feel like we've been neglecting them.
No, they're doing their own thing. They're kind of sharpening their knives. They're sitting back. They're rangers. You know, they're not kids or anything. They definitely take care of themselves pretty well. The druid is dead, though, so that's a thing. They don't seem ultimately they don't seem too bothered by it. It's more of kind of like, well, we kind of knew what we were up for. They're kind of very rugged dwarves. You can tell that they've seen a few battles.
Occupational hazard.
Right. They can tell that, hey, this isn't my first rodeo. I've seen some of my friends die before.
Either that or they're secretly sociopaths. So,
Well,
It's true. Roll for PTSD.
Oh no!
Yeah, that was a brutal fight last time, though. Sorry, guys, I've had a chest cold for the past 10 days. It's awful stuff. COVID.
Coronavirus.
I don't think it is. I don't have a fever, but god damn it! All right, so we're all back. So you guys head to the, you guys head up the well, and you guys kind of float up very gently. And still, it's dark, greenish, black, kind of misty south. You guys head south to the tavern. Are you guys being stealthy, or are you guys just kind of walking?
Max doesn't know the word stealth.
That's true. Well, he doesn't know the word low volume.
He also very vaguely understands what stealth is.
It's true.
I'm following behind Max.
I'm just trucking.
Okay. Sweet. And nothing really happens. You guys are pretty confident that you've cleared this fucking area out. You've made plenty of noise that anything within a mile or two radius would have come by now.
Goddamn right.
So you guys go to the tavern. You walk in. It's torn to shit. You walk through the doorway that's pretty much standalone by itself. There's collapsed boards around it. You can literally just walk through the side of the wall if you wanted to, where there's holes. The bar is broken down. Barrels are broken open. Glass is broken everywhere. There's broken chairs and turned over tables. There's plenty of skeletons in there. Some are ripped to shreds, scattered about. There's frozen blood stains and broken swords all around. Why don't you guys give me a perception check?
That is a 21.
21? Perfect. You start looking around.
13.
You got what? A 16?
12.
Okay.
13.
All right, Keaton, you start looking around. You don't really find anything of use. You find some broken swords. You find an axe that's chipped and broken. Some torn cloth. But ultimately, you don't really find a whole lot of anything that's of use. And the stuff that you believe that are in the vials looks like they've turned for the worst.
So you said there were some skeletons. Are there full-on rib cages?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take one of the rib cages.
Okay.
Some of the cloth, and then some of the wood from the broken barrels.
Perfect. Okay, so add that.
Yeah.
Yeah, add that to your inventory.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. I'd say 1 barrel's worth of wood. And that's kind of how I'd actually describe it. 1 barrel of wood.
That's pretty much what I needed.
Yeah. And then, 1 cloak worth of cloth.
Perfect.
Or 2 cloaks, whatever. There's a lot of cloaks around, but it's really up to you how much you want to do with the cloaks.
I'm going to take 2 of the cloaks.
Yeah, the place is pretty much riddled with fucking bones. I mean, it's not like they're piled up, but there's probably about 9 to 11 piles of bones in there. Some of them aren't even completely connected.
Is there a skull?
Oh, yeah.
A decent-sized skull.
Uh-huh. Well, yeah,
Okay,
a humanoid-sized skull, yeah.
I'm gonna take the largest skull I can find.
Perfect. Oh, the largest.
I can imagine you with calipers.
The largest skull you can find is actually a horned demon's skull that's probably about as big as your torso, if that's what you're talking about. Despite the fact that there's a bunch of dead people in here, it does look like they took some demons out with them.
So, is there a possibility for me to actually carry that skull with me, or? Because that sounds wildly interesting, but I didn't realize that there was going to be something of that size.
Right, yeah. So it's probably about the size of your torso. And when I mean that, I don't mean the precise size of your torso.
Right.
I do, however, mean that it will fill up the majority of your torso, and then its horns are probably about halfway up to your forearm, if you're holding your arms up. You're like this. So it's a decent-sized skull. Huh?
I'm going to take the horns.
Okay, cool. Give me a strength check. Are you breaking them? Are you bashing them? Are you cutting them? Or are you just going to snap them?
I'm gonna try to snap them off like at the base. And that was a 18.
Perfect.
For
All right,
strength.
so you snap off one of the horns. Perfectly easy.
Okay, can I go for the other one?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. And that is a 19.
Awesome. So
God,
once
I rolled
again,
really fucking
boom,
well.
you snapped off both of them. So you guys see Maximus over here. He picks up the skull. He kind of looks at it for a second and just breaks off both of the horns of the skull. What are you doing, Matt?
I want to find a skull that's a good size to make a helmet.
Okay.
Because I'm tiny.
Yeah.
So I'm 3'8", so I have a tiny head. So I feel like I'd be able to find something
What was
that I
it?
could be able to.
Oh, yeah. So your perception check was pretty high as well. I mean, and it's not too hard to find.
It was a 13.
Yeah. And, you know, there's skulls that are littered around there and stuff like that. You don't see another one of that size. However, you do see one demon skull that is about the size of a human skull.
Cool. Does it have horns on it?
It has several horns on it, yes.
All right. So I could probably use that as a helmet. All right. I grab the skull.
Okay.
I take the jaw off,
Okay.
and I'm gonna grab a dagger and see if I can carve out the eyes and stuff. So it's
Sure.
just,
Sure, yeah. Give me I'll let you do either dexterity or survival.
well, all right. I'll do survival.
Okay.
That's a 9.
A 9? Okay, so you do carve out the eyes a little bit. It's a little chipped. It's a little jagged. Not quite what you wanted, but it's there.
Can I also grab a bit of cloth from around to put for my in between my head and stuff?
Sure.
See if I can take some leather bits and fasten it to the outside somehow so it's there. So
Yeah.
I have a horned helmet.
Yeah.
And I would like to also collect some supplies. I want to make a little outfit for my baby onion.
Sure. So you put the skull on top of your head, and it's a little snug, and it kind of protrudes off the top of your head like a crown, but it's there. Just because it's the size of a human skull, it's not really going to fit over a dwarf skull that's about the same size unless you want to try to hollow it completely out so the top is right here and then it folds down halfway down right here. See what I'm saying?
No, I kind of just wanted to be able to wear it like a helmet.
Like all the way on your head.
Yeah.
Right.
So what would I have to do that?
So what I said. So basically the skull
Hollow it
itself,
out?
you're going to have to hollow out the top so the top kind of cups like this, and then it kind of
Yeah.
comes down. But it's not going to be a full protective helmet with that size. You'd have to
It's
find
more
some...
just for the look. It's not for the protective. I just want the look having
right.
a skull for a helmet.
Okay. Yeah, it's actually a little bit too small. If you wanted to, I would go and try to check out that big-ass demon that you guys killed back over by the thorns.
Okay, I'll do that.
The gore
I'll do that.
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
Okay,
If
I'll
we're...
do that.
And I'll let you... That way, it'll make more sense, you know? Libby, what are you doing?
Before we leave, I want to find the highest alcohol content in the, I'm looking for, a vodka or something, high in alcohol.
Okay. So why don't you give me a perception check behind the bar. So you go behind the bar and you're kind of looking. Give me a perception check.
I got a 15.
All right, so you see a bunch of random bottles. They look half full. Some of them are broken open, but most of them look like there's some kind of murky liquid in them, almost like they were tainted or something like that. If you would like, you can start uncorking and tasting or smelling.
No. Okay, I'm gonna just grab the whole lot,
Okay.
and then I guess while they're doing their thing, I'm going to be experimenting out in the open.
Okay.
Basically, I want to burn a little bit of it to see if it lights.
Okay. Yeah. So how are you going to do that exactly?
I've got a tinder box, a little tinder
Okay.
thing.
So explain to me the process of you testing it.
So what I'm gonna do is like make a small fire, and like because we're in the middle of the thing, and then just like basically throw a little bit of booze on it to see what burns.
Okay, so you're gonna throw it from the bottle, like just like this, or are you gonna pour it into something then dump it, or because
I'm gonna find a small little snifter.
Okay.
I'm gonna steal a shot glass.
Perfect.
And measure it out and throw it on the fire.
Okay, that'd probably be less potentially disastrous.
Oh yeah.
You ever seen a fire get sucked up into a wine bottle?
Yeah, no.
Oh, Christ! All right, so you're experimenting with that. Why don't you give me what do I want to do here? Don't have to be dexterous to. No, Constitution would dictate your willpower, as if to.
I mean, if there's any weird fumes, I'm gonna need that.
That's true. Why don't you give me another perception check? You know what? No, I know exactly what I need. An investigation check, which is intelligence.
Okay. Oh, god damn it! Why couldn't it be wisdom? God, I'm a dummy. All right, that is a 17.
A 17, awesome. So pretty much every single bottle that you're going through seems to light up pretty quickly.
Ow! 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 Ow!
That's definitely a kitten.
Ow.
So yeah, the fumes are pretty pungent. The other two can actually smell them. You can smell them as well. It's not really enough to make you turn, but they are very, very flammable. They're very flammable.
Cool. Then I want to cork them, and I'm going to go find some strips of cloth.
Awesome. So you put all the corks back on them. There's enough strips of cloth in there to make a bed. There's not like to put on a bed, but to literally make a mattress like a bed. You know what I'm saying? A bed of stuff.
Okay.
There's plenty of cloth in there. So you're taking just enough to make Molotov cocktails, right?
Yep, pretty obviously.
Yeah, awesome. Awesome. All right, cool. Back at you, Keaton. What are we doing?
So what I was going to do is I was going to try to fashion the rib cage, the wood, and the so I was going to use like the rib cage as a structural thing, and then put like I was going to like nail the wood bits together, like to the rib cage.
Okay.
And then like tack the cloth underneath it so it makes like a bit of a harness kind of thing.
Okay.
Like what just long story short, I'm trying to make armor for a boar, like what I know to be like a normal sized boar.
Right.
And then I was gonna put the horns facing forward on the armor.
So this might take you some time. This will probably take you about a day's worth or a long rest to do this. So
I figured
you could do it here, or you can take it back to the house with you, or take it back to the secret hideout and do it there.
That's what I'm gonna end up doing. So right now I'm gonna grab another like human-sized skull.
Perfect.
Let's stash that.
Ingorial is gonna think you guys are a bunch of crazy sociopaths.
I'm a fucking dude.
He's like, what
kind of a fucking savage.
No, he's seen some
insane.
shit.
But
awesome.
so I'm just kind of looking around at these piles of bones, just picking up skulls, feeling the weight on them.
Sure. Playing hacky sack.
Pretty much, yeah. Just like fucking around with these skulls.
Okay.
And then,
because you guys have pretty much. This is what's here, you know? There's not... Yeah. You guys pretty much, like, if anything of value was here... I mean, you even pick up swords, and as you pick them up, they stick to the fucking frozen bottom, and they just shatter. Like, you know, not like into a million pieces, but they break. You know, so they're
I'm trying to think if there's anything else creative I want to do here.
You guys could take the blades and then break them down, and then you guys could put them inside the bottles and make shrapnel bombs.
I mean, that seems like a pretty solid idea, however.
I wouldn't let that happen. You guys...
I was gonna say,
I don't think you guys have enough intelligence and ingenuity to do that. Maybe if you were an artificer.
Can,
I think
do my elephants have tusks?
Yes, your elephant was born with tiny baby tusks, but from your experience with your other elephant and the rapid growth that it did have in the 3 days of travel back to the White Tower, it does have curled tusks, much like a mammoth.
Okay. I'm going to take some of the sword bits, and basically I'm going to try to make like little caps for the tusk.
Perfect. So you want to melt them down and mold them eventually. So you want to do a bit of blacksmithing.
Yes.
Okay,
What
perfect.
do I need to do to do that? Yeah.
Yeah. So that, of course, would take some time. It also takes some intelligence and some background. If you do have any background in blacksmithing, or maybe even like an intelligence check or a history check based off of maybe books you've read about blacksmithing. But it would still put you at a disadvantage if you don't innately or you haven't trained in blacksmithing. However, if you find a blacksmith for a small price, I'm sure that they would actually do that for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna find an adult. I'm not gonna attempt this by myself.
Okay. I like your guys' ideas. That's pretty good.
All right, so I'm gonna take enough for both Bambi and the newbie.
So you just walk around and you start picking up piles of metal and or swords or scraps of anything that you can really find. Mostly the weapons and stuff that shatter and break that seem kind of useless, you're going to put to use by melting down the metal later on. Mm-hmm. So make sure that you put in, let's see here. You probably find about 150 pounds worth of weapons. So I'd say probably about 150 pounds of metal that you can just keep shoving into your sack. And you guys all have your own sack of holding, right?
That's right. I
Yes.
forgot to add that. You told us that
Yes.
Homeboy gave those to us.
Yeah. And they actually change to the color that you want them to be. So if you want a green sack, it turns into a green sack. So it's also, if you ever need to leave it behind, God forbid, or ever, why would you do that? You can actually change the color of it to green and hide it in a green bush so that nobody would find it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like a camel.
Yeah.
Stacks.
Or, yeah, so it's actually pretty awesome. All right, so you guys going to stay in the tavern? You guys collected some things. You added to your inventory. Where to next?
How many bottles did I find?
How many? You found about 13 bottles.
Yes! That's a lot of fucking Molotovs.
Well, they love their liquor.
Good.
Yeah.
In the tavern, I wanted to collect supplies to make a little outfit for my little onion.
Perfect. Yeah, I think you mentioned that. So you
So,
gathered up some cloth and stuff like that.
cool. I do want to go check out the Garistro, see if I can take its skull.
Perfect. So you go over to the.
I don't think it has horns, but
Yes,
does
it
it have
does.
horns?
It does have horns.
all right, yeah.
All right, so you go over to the Goristro. It's over back by the two houses to the west. Walking over there, give me a Constitution check.
Nice. Not a negative modifier, thank you. That is a 22.
Perfect. So despite the memory of walking over there, the so very recent battle that you guys had with this, and it all comes flooding back to you, and the eerie feeling seeps in for only a moment before you shrug it off and know that you did 95% of the damage. No, you fucked that Gorstro up. But the heavy hitters, yeah, dude, like for pound for pound, hit for hit, you fucked that thing up. But those guys had some pretty beastie spells. So you go over there and you see the remains of this massive beast that you remember just hacking to bits.
Nice.
What are you doing?
Hi there. I want your skull.
All right, so go ahead and give me a survival check. So you're going to try to decapitate it?
Net 20.
Awesome.
I just want its skull. I want to clean it out.
Okay.
That's it.
So perfect. So you cut off its head. You start skinning off the eyes. You start skinning off the face and the eyes. And you start tearing back the very thick and stenchy fur that it has. Give me a Constitution check.
16.
Awesome. It doesn't really compare to what you've smelt yourself before. So you're pretty good. You're
When I literally felt myself.
Yeah. So you're okay. So you rip this thing apart and you start wetting it off. It's super bloody, really messy. You know that from your survival check, you're going to need some fire to kind of burn off the rest of this flesh, like in the little itty bitty parts. And you're going to have to pick it out with a knife later on or right now if you want to start a fire. but you're going to have to start a fire, and then you're going to have to wash it off and clean it down. It will fit over your head.
It'll what?
It will fit over your head. If not, be a little loose.
Okay.
But
I
you
want to
can
have
put
enough
cloth
cloth for making a helmet too. I want to do that when we get back to the secret hideout. I want to see if I can maybe use some of this new fancy fiery liquid that we just acquired from the tavern.
Yeah. So you've seen her doing that, so that would be something that you would you would know. So it kind of flashes in your mind that maybe you could use that to burn and clean.
Huh. Yeah.
All right.
So
did you guys walk with him? Libby and Keaton, did you guys walk with him?
I was going to say, yeah, I'm going to go with him.
Okay, I figured you guys were.
I didn't specify that. So.
What about you, Libby?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I'm assuming this was taking place, like, pretty soon after I was doing my experiments on the alcohol.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
So, yeah, we're in the same area.
So you had already gathered up all your bottles like you said you had, and then he had gone and done that while Keaton was kicking around skulls and stuff, and you'd picked up metal, and then you guys had all left and went and decapitated the Gorostro. All right, what are you guys doing next? So this is taking a few hours. So it's probably around 11 o'clock now.
All right. Where else do you think we can get some cool stuff?
Well, it's like most of the rest of the houses were basically kind of ransacked.
They're pretty much shit, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like
there wouldn't be any secret hideaways or secret vaults behind an old painting.
Because you guys actually searched the houses before you guys went down, if you remember.
Yeah. So we did that and didn't find anything. So I vote we go back to the hideout.
Okay.
Bring the scouts.
You guys all go back to the hideout?
Yeah. I'm going to start my work on my boar armor.
Perfect, man. Why don't you give me... Do you have any background in... Why is this warm? Do you have any background in blacksmithing or tailoring or anything?
Not blacksmithing, but Max was actually, like, he helped around with the tailoring at the fortress that he came from.
Okay.
He helped mostly with, like, repair, like, minor, like, repairs. So he knows how to sew a patch, but he doesn't really know how to, like, make a shirt from scratch.
Okay, cool, yeah. What do I want to call for this? I think... Let's do, why don't you give me a dexterity check?
Wonderful. That is a natural 20.
Perfect. So, despite just the patchwork that you've done, throughout the course of the day, you actually make quick work of this tightly fastened and solid armor for your boar. It looks like it would fit a boar pretty perfectly. You're actually very proud of it.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. What about you, Libby? What's going on?
I guess I'm just gonna practice training. So like do some of it like gonna train in like you have that spar pit.
The animated armor.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Sure. All right, cool. So why don't you give me you use dexterity. Why don't you give me a dexterity check?
That's a 7.
So you spar for a little bit, back and forth. The armor gets a couple of hits. It's sparring. It's about 10% of contact on its side. You guys can hit it as hard as you want. But for some reason, you're not into it. Your mind's kind of distracted about the events of the days that have happened and what lies ahead. However, you do feel a little bit relaxed and a little bit less stressed as you finish up sparring.
Okay.
Matthew.
Yes, okay. I want to do a couple things. I want to, firstly, I want to make my helmet. Like, I want to do the burny, and I want to do the scrapey.
So how are you burning it?
I was going to ask Miss Kerroessa if I could use some of your fire liquid. I could, like, pour it all over it and then light it, and then it'll stop burning eventually. So, not a whole lot.
Ingorial stops momentarily, looks up at you, looks back at the skull. Doesn't seem to faze him a whole lot, and then just kind of continues doing what he's doing over at his alchemy table.
All right. That seems like permission to me.
I'll give him a bottle.
Sweet.
Matt, that shit'll get you in trouble in certain situations.
All right.
Saying.
Cool, Matt. What are you doing?
I'm going to take the bottle,
Uh-huh.
put my thumb over the top like this so you can see,
Yeah.
and kind of just gingerly sprinkle, like,
How
and I'm gonna, like,
How
set it
much
over
of the
fire.
bottle? How much of the bottle are you pouring out? If it's
1/4.
if it's like a 32-ounce bottle,
A quarter of it.
so you're gonna pour out 8 ounces, about a good cup of it.
Yeah.
All right, so you were talking like a kind of almost like a coffee mug's worth.
Yeah, not a huge coffee mug, but like,
No,
yeah.
8 ounces.
I feel you.
Okay.
I
Cool,
feel
yeah.
you. Yep.
So you drizzle it over the top of it, and you kind of make sure that it coats it evenly. Why don't you give me a dexterity check to see if it coats evenly or if we dump the whole bottle?
14.
Perfect. So yeah, it wasn't too hard of a check. You've done this before, right? With like your cooking and your oil and stuff like that.
Yeah. And I do have a soldier background, so I feel like I've taken trophies before.
Yeah, sure. And yeah, with your cooking background and stuff, you kind of know how much alcohol you're going to need. It evenly glazes. What do you do next?
I find a corner away
Sure.
from everybody.
So you find a cobblestone
I
corner.
I set it down.
Uh-huh.
I take out my tinderbox. I'm assuming I have one too. I think I have one.
I mean,
And
do you have one?
I have it. Yeah.
Okay.
I strike it. I kind of attempt to, and I strike it to light it.
Okay. So you strike it and you light the tinderbox. So you're flicking it right at it. How far away are you when this happens?
About a foot and a half.
Okay. Awesome.
But I have my arms extended out, so I can pull my arms back.
Okay. So give me a death saving throw. I'm joking. So
That caught me off guard.
despite the fact that you're actually pretty confident with this, right? So you go over and you automatically chink, and you let a spark fly out and hit it, and it lights up. And it kind of startles you at first. It's kind of like if you left the gas on your stove for, about 3 to 4 seconds before you lit it, and it kind of flares up for a second, and it burns pretty brightly. After a while, it sizzles out, and you see all of the kind of fleshy parts and the small tangly parts and the entrails that were kind of hanging are all withered up and now charred black.
All right. I'm gonna take a dagger, kind of spray
All right, so when you pick up
everything off.
so you kind of touch the skull, and as you touch it, the fleshy parts already start just kind of falling off. And when you go to scrape it, it's almost like you're tapping it, and it's kind of just withering and falling off ashes around it. Blowing it off
All
and
right.
dusting it off, it is now mostly pretty much done. There's not a whole lot of flesh left on it.
All right, I'm gonna clean it off with some water and a rag,
Sure. All right,
and
awesome.
make sure it's nice and clean,
Mhm.
and then stuff the inside with cloth. However much it takes for it not to be super wobbly but still comfy.
Okay. Do you have any background in tailoring or any smithing of any kind or leatherworking?
Nothing that I wouldn't have done like on the battlefield to improvise something or
Okay. So
Charlie.
why don't you give me
My
a
doggy's bark.
Why don't you give me a dexterity check?
That's a non-natural 20.
Awesome. So you kind of stuff something up in there. It's not anything too crazy. You kind of find the right amount. It fits perfectly over your head. It's snug. You move it. It doesn't wobble. Doesn't tilt. You're good to go. You have a new Scully helmet.
All right, and the other thing, I'm sorry, I did want to spar as well.
Okay, cool. We'll wait for the next round to come around. Keaton, what are you doing?
After I get like the decent sized boar armor made, I'm gonna go over and start sparring a little bit.
Okay, cool. So you spar a little bit. Give me what do you use? Let's see here. Give me strength. Give me a strength check.
That is literally on its side. That hit my D6 and was on its side. Do you mind if I re-roll that?
No, I'll leave that up to you guys.
That's even worse. That is point up. I'm moving my D6 because both of those rolls hit the D6.
Okay.
That's better. That's a fucking non-natural 20.
Awesome.
Hey! Do you want me to re-roll that because that sounded like bullshit? Like that straight up just sounded like bullshit?
No.
Okay.
I don't care.
Alright, I want to be fair about that.
Well, yeah, and I trust that you guys do be fair. I mean, if I don't think you are, I'll definitely call you out on it. Like,
on that, I got a 17 on the dice, and I've got a +3.
Sweet.
So.
Yeah, so you spar a little bit. You kind of show off your prowess a little bit. You go in, you bash it. You don't take very many hits. The ones that you do, you block with your shield. It's not a big deal, you know. And you pretty much just destroy this armor. And you feel a whole lot more relieved. You feel better. So I will give you inspiration to use.
Fuck yeah, dude. Thank you.
Uh-huh. And so the armor itself, while banged up and battered and dented, after you're done sparring, it seems to, like, pop back into place, and all the dents pop out, and it seems to blow back up again and be very, very much so a shiny piece of armor that looks like it was never in combat. Libby, what are you doing?
I want to ask Ingorial, it's like, you know the White Castle very well. What should we do to prepare? Like, what might we face?
I know the White Castle as well as it was when it was the White Castle. I know its insides very well. What I don't know is what lies in there in completion. I don't know what lurks in there in its entirety. I have been close to it. I haven't been inside it since it happened. And you guys remember the story that Kerroessa had actually told you that Ingorial had told her about how during their escape, Alabaster in the middle of the bridge had casted Ingorial down the rest of the bridge while demons actually consumed him. And that's when he casted this explosive curse, which actually destroyed the bridge. So, that being said, we will need to find a way across the bridge to enter. What I do remember is that the gates were closed, but the side door that me and Alabaster had ran out of was opened and unlocked. And I know of no other way to get in except for the main gate or the keep side door there.
Matt, you're muted.
Muted.
Sounds like a sad door is the way to go, damn it.
Well, but we're gonna have to figure out how to get across that bridge.
That is the dilemma, is the bridge. And you see him kind of like dripping certain concoctions and using a mortar and pestle and kind of mixing some stuff. He's actually been tired. He hasn't left the alchemist table the entire time.
Right.
I have a question for you, sir.
Yes.
About how big is this broken part of the bridge? From what you may have glanced.
I can't quite be certain, but you cannot leap across it.
Would a horse be able to?
I don't believe so.
Little shit.
Can any of you fly? No, it's ridiculous. Can you fly?
No, but I have an idea.
Do tell.
We had all that bedding, right? It was like all that. You said I had like about a bed's worth.
You had a shit ton, yeah.
I have some elemental attunement. I can do like gusts of air. Would it be feasible to make? Okay, I'm gonna go try to make a glider.
I dig it.
We're experimenting.
I knew where you were going with that. Yeah,
I like that.
definitely.
Oh yeah.
I suppose a glider of sorts could be made. We could reinforce the fabric, strengthen it.
Long ago, the four nations lived in harmony, and everything changed to the Fire Nation.
That's right.
Yeah.
Perhaps we could ask the bridge nicely.
Perhaps.
Oh, what is it?
Hell yeah.
It's fucking sick.
Okay, Libby. Okay, Libby. Okay. We're getting shot off now.
I got this marble thing.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, Zuko.
Is that signed?
By Don Tabasco.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Got a selfie.
That's
Better.
awesome.
Better.
Yes, I win. Thank you.
I don't have this shit for that. A bunch of movie posters, though.
I suppose, in theory, it could work, but it would need to be a consistent amount of wind. And then there are the Veragools.
Sorry, the fucking war.
Bastards.
So the Veragools, very treacherous, cruel. They are flying heads of the deceased.
Oh, damn.
When bitten by a Veraghoul, you have very limited time before your... How do I put this?
Oh, I know this. I've heard of these.
Have you?
Yeah.
Awesome. Roll me a history check.
Right, flying heads you've heard of, Ragnar.
Oh, that is a 17.
17? You have heard of these. And some of your battles around the campfire, some of them have told you tales of flying heads that when bitten by the flying head, you have a few days at most before your head sprouts wings and rips itself from the rest of your torso, making you a decapitated flying head.
Yeah.
You've heard
I guess however we get over the bridge, right?
You've heard of these Vulgarils, have you?
Hey, man, I've been around. Yeah, I've heard of those, yeah.
I can tell by how often you scratch your crotch.
Oh, I don't really. That's rude.
Ingorial hands you a potion. I have a potion for that.
Oh no.
Take the motion for your messy balls.
So, that aside, we would need some sort of cover.
Well, we have the
Such
Rangers.
as...
Yes.
I mean, that's... Because we could do... in bursts, maybe across the bridge.
Or a diversion of some sort. And I'm not
I'm good at those.
suggesting that we sacrifice anyone. But if we
No,
could...
I'm not a sociopath.
I might be.
You guys, we could put wings on your small animals and fly them in the air like a butterfly. I'm just joking. He didn't say that. He didn't say that, no.
I would much rather put wings on you.
You
and
get the
throw
sense
you
that
at
Ingorial is a very happy and happy-go-lucky guy. He likes, things to be chill, and he likes life.
them. Then I'm not going to threaten him with that.
So whatever we come up with, do you have any boots of water walking, perhaps?
Now that would be interesting. Do you have any idea where we might find some?
No,
Well, shit.
but there is such a thing.
Sounds a little Messiah-like.
Can I do a history check to see if like there's any possibility of getting some within our area? There's there.
I think, yeah, why don't you give me a history check? Yeah. I was trying to think of the way to word it. I mean, you wouldn't know indefinitely, but...
I got
15. So, based off of what you've read about the White Castle when it was first constructed hundreds of years ago, you know that this was a central hub for not only the creation, but the practicing arts of Arcana. It would be highly arguable that you would be able to find something. Unfortunately, it would be inside the White Castle.
And we need to use this item to get across to get to the White Castle.
Yeah. Well, or to get back.
Or to get back, yeah.
Because you know that the business that was conducted or the shops that might have been weren't for this town. Based off of your history check, you know that this town was more or less for the help.
Okay.
Good for them for taking out some demons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna spend
Working too hard.
the rest of the day trying to make a simple glider. So basically, I'm jumping from trees to see how.
You can
Nice.
get up on the roof and stuff like that.
Okay, I'm gonna do that and hope my scout comes with me to like shoot at anything that gets my
Okay.
bird act.
All right, so go ahead and give me give me a dexterity check.
16.
16. Awesome. So you go to float, and despite the fact that you feel good about it, you're literally just kind of gliding through sheer willpower, and it's kind of fluttering a little bit, and you land a little bit faster than you would like. Roll me an attack roll that your scout does.
Oh no. Alright, so 14.
Awesome. So as you're gliding down, an arrow whizzes past you. You hear the sickening thwack sound of an arrow embedding into soft flesh into a skull. Dropping down next to you as you land is a Varaghoul head flapping its bat wings with its mouth gaped open before it quivers dead.
Nice.
Thanks, buddy.
They nod. I can't remember. Who was your buddy?
He was. I wrote it down. I had the dwarf archer.
Dwarf archer.
It'd be sad if I was the only one that remembered the name of their person.
Falthra. I've said Falthra like 12
No, yeah,
times.
you did have full.
Oh,
Yeah,
my bad.
yeah, yeah. Oh, yours was Folthra.
Yeah.
No. Libby's was Folthra. Or was yours Folthra?
No, mine's Falthra.
I thought yours was Folthra.
Mine is. Hold on, fuck.
Jirana got fucked up.
Honest
Rather
fucking
than
I have
dead.
Falthra written down.
It's fucking
Like
dead.
how intense you are about it. Like, she's dead. Dead, gone.
I mean, I have it in my notes. I just.
She's fucking dead.
Damn it.
I mean, you know, you can't fight shadows. What good are you?
Well,
All due respect to the dead, you know.
That's
just
I
a
was out there fighting a giant demon that crushed my bones. She couldn't kill a shadow person,
Right,
like
right.
lame ass.
I mean, to be fair, yours was physical. She was fighting a literal shadow.
True words.
To be fair, the shadows hit a lot lighter. That's why I was like, you know what? This isn't a challenge. I'm leaving.
I'm so sick of having it. I have over
I don't have to with
I have over 60 pages
You're Christ, man.
at Times New Roman 10.
Oh my god, man.
Yeah.
My guy.
Where are you at? Wait, I think I'm getting close here. Hold on.
did we remember the name yet?
Yes. It's Adric.
Ah.
Jirana the Druid, Falthra, and Adric. Did you forget my name, did ya? I'll save your life again.
It's been a traumatizing couple of days. In my defense, can you say my name?
Queso. It's delicious cheese.
All right, Addie.
I gotta find my spot again here. That's not it.
That's where I got the name Adric from.
There we go. Adric, yep. Alright, we're back where I'm at. Yeah, dude, I got 60 some odd fucking pages at a 10.0 Times New Roman. Alright.
Big margin.
I don't do this face. So he took out a Varigul, Adric did.
Adric. Thanks, Adric.
Yeah, of course. And he kind of like stoops down and kind of looks to the sky a little bit underneath his hood. He's got another arrow knocked and ready to loose it. So you do it again and again, and every 4 times or so he takes out a Varigul, and you finally kind of like get it patched up and you get it done right, and you get a couple of good solid ones.
Okay. So mostly just gliding, even without using the wind. I can at least glide a little bit.
No, you can't glide a little bit. No. But what I'm saying is you have a solid one where you can feel the resistance enough that it doesn't have holes in it. So when you do drop, you see that it catches good enough, and you don't drop as fast, but you don't actually glide. However, you know that with enough wind current underneath this, it will hold. And you've made 2 of those.
Okay. So I'm going to take those, and I'm going to collect... How many heads are around?
Where are you in the tavern? Or are you talking about the Variguls?
The Varigul heads. How many
Alright,
Varigul heads?
But once every 4 times, let's say that you've done it probably about 16 times. So probably about 4 or 5.
Alright, I'm collecting all the heads.
Perfect. They look like decapitated zombie heads with bat wings stuck in the sides of their temples.
Is it like if you have a dead bat where there's still rabies?
I don't know. Give me a medicine check.
Alright, I know what I'm gonna do.
I got a 6.
You don't
I don't
know.
know shit.
You think they all have rabies. You also think that none of them have rabies because they're not pure bat. However, their wings do look like bat wings.
They also might have mouth herpes.
Well, basically, it's like if you bite something with it, and it turns somebody into a head, basically, can I do, a denture thing?
I mean,
Jeez.
I see what you're saying, but with a roll of a 6, you wouldn't know, and you wouldn't have heard of anything in a book where somebody's actually taken a Varigul head because they're not psychotic and tried to bite somebody with a severed morphed head.
Oh my god.
But
Still like that to people?
but you could definitely you don't know what makes it tick, and I don't think a lot of people have had the actual opportunity to see if that would actually be a thing. So it might be something to experiment on later once you get out of this place. Yeah. Might be a good intimidation tool if you guys ever have to kidnap somebody, and you can explain them to them. You know what the fuck this is? This is a Varigul head. Oh, you don't know what a Varigul head is? Let me explain. And you have them tied up or something. It might be good to use. You don't know.
Or you could just, as a rule of thumb, make a flail out of it.
You could.
And
But
keep it
put it on a
dead.
now keep
chain.
in mind, this is still flesh. It's ever decaying. The only thing that would keep it from actually disintegrating was whatever it was in essence when it was alive, if you want to call it that.
Putting some of the teeth on a flail. Alright.
Keep it the heads.
But
Zach, I know
you're not
when you
sure.
Get back to me.
Okay. Matthew, you are sparring,
Yeah.
correct?
I would like to spar.
Awesome.
I rage.
Okay, cool. So you rage. Go ahead and give me a strength check.
And I have advantage on that. That has an at 20.
Awesome. So, seeing Maximus go ham on the armor.
I wanted to go more ham.
Right, you wanted to go more ham. So, not only did you hit it with your weapon, you decided to put your weapon away and start using your fists instead. to dent it up, break it, twist it, and mangle it into a pile of metal before walking away. You will also get inspiration for fighting and beating the shit out of this thing. As you walk away from a hefty battle, you feel relieved, relaxed, kind of a little bit stress-free, and slightly happy. The armor kind of reclanks, twists, and pops back up into its normal, fashionable, shiny, armored self.
Cool.
What else are you doing?
I am going to eat.
Perfect. Awesome. So you did that. Sit down, have a hearty meal.
That's right.
Perfect. Keaton, what are you doing?
I'm going to cast Find Steed.
Awesome.
I'm going to spend the 10 minutes to cast Find Steed.
Perfect. All right, so you're going to do the ritual of Find Steed. So it basically finds a steed in the vicinity, if I'm not correct, right?
It summons a Fae, I believe. I'll pull it up real quick, but I'm pretty sure that it summons a Fae creature.
This is the...
You summon a spirit that assumes the form of an unusually intelligent, strong, and loyal steed, creating a long-lasting bond with it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna summon a warhorse.
Sweet. So you summon a warhorse.
It's gonna be a celestial warhorse.
Okay. Let me see here.
Oh, Keaton, you made a ring and I saw it. It just went...
I can do it again.
It was cool looking. Oh my god, you cool motherfucker, you.
I've been doing vape tricks for 6 years, Mac. Give me some credit.
Oh my god, you're so fast.
With me and my nicotine addiction, whips and dabs.
Oh no.
Fucking man.
Fucking man. Yeah, I can do let's see if I can do a dragon while he's looking at the thing.
No, snippy snappy doodles. I don't know, was that with something?
It's not as clean as it's supposed to be because I've got a mustache, but what it does is you blow out your nose.
Oh, yeah.
Also makes it
Because you have a mustache, thank you. Yeah.
No, I've got a long mustache, Matt. Yours isn't.
Oh, yeah. I have no mustache. Look, there's just nothing. See, it starts from nothing in the middle. Man. You're 20 and you have a fuller, you have such a beard, you bastard.
I mean, I've been growing it for 5 fucking years.
Dude, I've been growing a beard as long as I had facial hair.
Okay, just a sec.
So you have a celestial warhorse steed. Now, it has the stats of a warhorse.
Yeah.
Okay, so make sure that you have those at the ready.
Yeah.
It only goes away if you unsummon it.
Yeah.
Or if it drops to 0 hit points, okay?
Holy shit, it's got a fucking +4. Let's go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
If you're within a mile of it, you can telepathically communicate with it based off of its intelligence level. Okay? Alright, so you have a warhorse.
Alright, cool.
Celestial steed.
I'm like in the center of town.
Okay.
Like, I'm gonna leave the well and go into the town.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna start, like, charging with it. Like, I'm just gonna run with it. I'm gonna stand up on its back. And then I'm gonna tell it telepathically to jump. And then I'm gonna try to jump off of it.
Okay.
And see if I can get, like, on top of a house.
Cool. Give me a dexterity check. I like it.
Should I roll, like, strength or something for the horse?
No. Nope, the horse should be alright.
You guys could probably
throw me.
You got a 17? Okay, so you stay up on the horse. Alright, so when you're riding the horse, it's going. Now let's see here. What do I want you? So you're talking to it, correct? What's its intelligence? What's the intelligence level?
It's got a 6 intelligence. Because of Find Steed, it gives it 6 intelligence and it can understand me.
Okay, perfect. Awesome.
So that's specified in Find Steed.
Why don't you give me to hop off the back of it? Because if that's the case, then you ride forward and it knows when to buck, right?
Yeah.
So it knows when to buck. So that's not going to be an issue. the issue is you. Give me an acrobatics check as it bucks when you're flying through the air.
Acrobatics, I have a +1. That is a 16.
16, awesome. So you go riding forward and it bucks you, and you do go flying up on top of the house.
Awesome. About how much like height in the air did I get?
I would probably say probably about 8 to 10 feet.
8 to 10 feet? Alright, cool.
With your acrobatics check, absolutely.
Alright, not quite what I'm looking for, but perfect. I'm gonna just kind of slide down, and I'm gonna practice that. I'm gonna practice to try to get like a decent, like a big hop. Like I'm trying to get it to fucking launch me.
Alright, eventually over time you do get a couple of good launches in. However, they're kind of few and far between with your acrobatics roll. So you do know it's all based off of timing and what you do at that moment. Yeah. However, you do get launched quite a far ways. Not only do you go up about 12 to 13 feet up in the air after you launch, you also go probably about a distance of 20 to 30 feet when you go forward. Awesome. So I'm assuming that you're testing it out, right? Like I'm assuming that you're like, okay, I'm going to stop right here, like 10 feet before the house. Okay, I can make it up there pretty easy. I'm going to stop 15 feet in front of the house. Okay, I can make it up there fairly easy.
That's what I was kind of going for, is trying to see what like the maximum distance I can launch myself off the horse. And then eventually what I want to do is I want the horse to jump into the air. I want to figure out if having the horse jumping and then me jumping off gets me more distance, or if it bucking me into the air gets me more distance.
Okay, sure. So based off of that, naturally you're going to know that if it does jump up into the air, if it jumps about 5-6 feet up in the air, you can also fling off of it. You can also jump up in the air, and then it can also try to kind of nudge you and buck you as it goes, since it can understand you.
Yeah.
So you would get a maximum, right? So you would get a maximum distance of about 30 feet with that buck.
Awesome.
Libby, what are you doing?
I guess I'm going to be eating, and I'm going to make sure the elephant has been eating.
Okay.
I'm going to feed the baby.
Perfect. So you go and you eat, and you feed the elephant, and it gets all happy, and it has, like your other elephant, pretty large ears, a short, stout trunk, and some big eyes, and it's super happy. It almost seems like it's smiling at times at you when it's trying to eat some of the food, clearly trying to play around you and snuggle up and fall asleep from time to time just to hop back up and start playing again. All right, so we'll call that for the first day. Matt, did you want to do anything before the first day ends?
No, I think I've done all I can do. I just want to continue to bond with my onion.
Absolutely. So you're snuggling Onion. It's running around playing with you. It kind of nibbles at your earlobes every now and again, jumps up on your head, and sprawls out, and then ends up falling asleep in your hair. It doesn't seem to mind the smell, even though it's past the barrier that contains it. It snuggles in just to wake back up, cry at you because it's hungry, eats some food, and then plays some more with you.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I want to fashion some sort of treat out of whatever I can find that'll be nice, like dried berries and something with substance that I can give to.
Sure, yeah. So you give some dried berries and some fruit, and it'll even eat a little bit of meat, some salted pork and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I want to be able to have enough rations for my little onion as well. And I think I have enough rations. I think we did this. I have 12 days of rations now.
Okay.
Still.
Yeah.
And I think I can take a little out of mine. Would that be a detriment to me?
No. Well, and you also got to keep in mind that you guys can eat the food that's at Ingorial's house, and it seems never-ending.
Well, I mean in the future. Like, if we're outside of Ingorial's place, like on the road, using my ration, if I can split it some, would that be a detriment to me in the long run?
No.
Cool. At least not until
Not
he's like
at this time. No, not at this moment in time. It wouldn't even really affect anything
Cool.
like that. Yeah.
Cool.
All right, so the first day ends. Where the fuck is that? So the first day ends. You wake up in the morning. Ingorial's wide awake again, making some potions and stuff like that.
Can you even sleep?
It's early in the morning. Do you guys have anything else that you want to do, or do you want to just kind of bypass it and kind of do some random stuff, play around, and move on to the next day?
I don't really have anything else planned. I kind of want to get to know my friends, because Ragnar doesn't have many friends.
Right. Okay.
So Ragnar wants to make friends.
Sure.
Hi, friend.
You're talking to... Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to both of them.
To Falthra, right?
Who's he? Oh, yeah.
Because Falthra's just kind of off in the corner sharpening her arrows and stuff like that. She kind of just looks over at you and then kind of does a half smirk, like, okay, yeah, hi, how you doing? And then kind of nods. She's like, I know who you are. We were at the same place.
Well, no, I know. I mean, we're going to be traveling together. I might as well find out as much as I can. I mean, hey.
I never thought
That's
that
all
was really... No need to apologize. I don't mind. I just never like to get to know people in the middle of... even though we're not fighting right now, the middle of battle. Afterwards,
Well, I know. I've been
afterwards
died,
let's
all
have a
stuff,
pint,
you know.
and then we'll talk. And then she nods. She's like, no worries, I understand.
All right. Well, I was cursed as a boy, as you know. As everybody knows.
So the general consensus is that we've done what we want to do. We want to wait for the next day and then travel to the White Castle.
Right.
Yeah, I'm ready to fucking get shit done.
Before we move on, Ingorial has like a bunch of stuff that he put up for grabs last time. I only took a bunch of potions.
Well, you took the potions, the wands, and you left the robe. And I believe, let's see here.
I left the robe. I left the armor.
Yep.
I left.
Well, let's find Ingorial's house here. No, let's see, city, town. There we go. Northeast, that's just secret hideout. You took all the potions. So what? I believe you took all the wands, which is Wand of Magic Detection, Wand of Secrets, and Wand of Magic Missile, and then you took all the potions, right?
Realized I didn't take the wands. I only took the staff and the potions specifically.
Oh, you took the staff. That's right. The staff.
I took the staff.
The staff of the woodlands. That's right.
I took the staff.
Awesome. So you got the potions and the staff of the woodlands. There's still a gleaming sword hanging up on the wall. 2 shining and shimmering mithril diamond-like ghostly armor hanging up on the wall, and a robe that is hanging up on the wall as well. Along with the 3 well-placed and still wands that are hovering in air on a shelf.
Oh, wonder what that sword does.
Sorry, did somebody say there's magic shit up for grabs?
Yeah, that was basically the hit.
Yeah.
What's
Can
this
I
armor?
check out that there sword?
What was this armor I heard about?
That is Mithril Armor, if you're familiar.
Gladly snag that.
Sweet. So
Not familiar with it. Would you mind telling me what it does?
the
As I'm like reaching over for it and already like taking my
Putting
shit
it
on. Yeah.
right. Let me. Yes. 2 seconds here. That is Mithril Armor. It's there's one that is medium and one that is heavy. Go ahead and try it on if you like.
I'll put the heavy armor on.
All right, so you put the heavy armor on, and it literally has no weight differential from it. It literally feels like you put on a fucking shirt. Okay?
Fuck the hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. So, with this, if you decide to keep it, you will not have disadvantage on stealth checks.
Easy peasy. Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
so the
definitely
mithril chain kind of, the mithril breastplate, kind of goes over, it glimmers. You can actually wear it under clothes if you like.
That's tight.
Yes, it is. That's why you can wear it under clothes.
So if the armor normally imposes disadvantage on dexterity, stealth checks, or has a strength requirement, the mithril version, which is what you guys have right now, armor has none of that.
Okay, and so my AC should be 16 with the heavy armor, yes?
That's correct.
Wonderful, perfect. Yeah, I'm keeping that, and I'm erasing the little disadvantage mark on the stealth.
Yeah, and then there's one more, which is medium, which does the exact same thing, it's just medium armor.
Well, I have my own armor defense, so I don't need armor. But I was eyeing that their sword.
Feel free. I've got my weapon of choice.
So, you guys should probably take it, because if not for nothing, you can
I'll
fucking
take it.
sell it.
Oh, yeah.
I think one of our scouts should be dressed in it if you don't want it.
Fuck yes. Fuck yes.
Oh, yeah.
Anything that's gonna
I'm
help.
not... Who should we give that armor to then?
I mean, I'm partial to Adric because he did save me from getting eaten by flying heads.
Yeah.
Well, we do need an archer that can be in the ship. So one with better armor would be cool. Because there's one that fires from outside of the ship and one that does from in the ship. I would say. So yeah, sure.
You
That's
said
cool.
you were looking at that sword there.
Yes. Yes, please. I like the sword. I have a morning star here, but...
that morning star compares nothing to Dragon Slayer.
Oh, shit, son.
So he kind of picks it up and he kind of holds the hilt towards you as if for you to take it. And when you pick it up, you're going to gain a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls with this.
Oh, shit.
With this magical sword. However, when you hit a dragon with this weapon, the dragon's going to take an extra 3d6 of the weapon damage type.
Go dragon hunting.
So this sword is specifically meant to fell dragons, but it is inclined to destroy and kill many foes, not just dragons, but in particular, it's designed.
The 1d8?
Say what?
The 1d8?
Yes.
So that is a +8 to hit and a +7 to damage.
It's
That's awesome.
It's fucking awesome, yeah.
Ow, ow, ow. Wow.
Alright. What else was around the room?
There's 3 magical wands and a robe hanging up.
Can I check on the robe?
Sure.
Say, what's that rope you right there?
That robe is the robe of eyes.
Oh. Can I take that?
Okay.
Let me see.
And Matt, I'd fight you for it. If you want it, you can have it.
This
Well, depending on what it does, I was going to see if it could be an advantage to the ranger that attacks from a distance.
So if looked at properly, from kind of a side, if you look closer, you notice that the robe is adorned with eye-like patterns on it. Does anybody put the robe on or anything?
Yeah, I'll try it out.
Okay. So you can put it over your armor. The robe lets you instantly see in all directions. Okay.
Alright.
So you can see in all directions. You have advantage on wisdom or perception checks that rely on sight. You also have dark vision of 120 feet, and you can see invisible creatures and objects as well as seen into the ethereal plane out to the range of 120 feet.
Told you I'd fight you for that, but if you want
That's
it.
all right.
Well,
We're not done. I'm just
already-
explaining it right now. The eyes on the robe can't be closed or averted. Although you can close or avert your own eyes, you are never considered to be doing so while wearing a robe. So while your eyes are closed, you can still see in your mind what the robe sees. A light spell cast on the robe or daylight spell cast within 5 feet of the robe causes you to be blinded for 1 minute. At the end of each of your turns, you can make a Constitution saving throw, DC 11 for light or DC 15 for daylight, ending the blindness on a success. That is the robe of eyes, and it's an auburn, or more or less, it's like an auburn-colored robe with several different patterns of eyes on it, ranging from dragon eyes to orc eyes to goblin eyes to human eyes. Every kind of eye you could ever think of is on the robe. Yes. If you would like to take it, please do it. And he returns to doing his potions. If you want to fight him for it, Keaton, that's fine. You guys do your thing. Whatever you
want
feel.
that?
I mean, I'm kind of. I don't want to be greedy. I want to be able to give it to wherever it needs to go.
Well, I got the heavy mithril armor, which literally solves my one and only problem.
Yeah.
So if you want it, I'm not gonna stop you. I know what it does. Like, I've read the Robe of Eyes. Zach, I have a fun story about a Robe of Eyes that I need to tell you later.
Yeah, definitely.
Remind me later.
Definitely.
If you guys aren't interested, I'm still gonna grab the wands. Like, you can tell me what
Yeah.
Feel free.
So,
I mean, I'll
use of the magic.
as you grab
Well-
wands off the shelf, he explains to you that one of them is the Wand of Magic Detection, Wand of Secrets, and then the Wand of Magic Missile.
Ooh. So I'll hang on to the rope for now.
Feel free.
And is that in the DM guide?
Yes.
Alright.
These are actual items in the DM's guide.
It's magic detection, magic missile, and
Excuse me, sorry.
secrets.
Wand of Secrets, Magic Detection, and Magic Missile.
Okay.
So, it's pretty easy. The Wand of Detection, this wand has 3 charges, so you can put a ×3 next to it. While holding it, you can expend 1 charge as an action to cast the Detect Magic spell. The wand regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. So every morning, if you've used it and you've completely consumed its charges, you can roll a 1d3 and see how many charges it gets back. The Wand of Magic Missile has 7 charges on it. Let's see here. So you use Magic Missile per charge. For 1 charge, you cast the first level, and then you increase it for each charge after that. Does that make sense?
Okay, so it's basically
It's Magic Missile
the
at
charges
whatever
for
level.
levels.
Which is kind of crazy, because if you want to do just a full out 7 levels of fucking Magic Missile, you could. That's crazy.
Explosive barrage of magic missiles.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. So the wand regains 1d6 plus 1 charges daily at dawn. If you expend the wand's last charge, roll a d20. On a 1, the wand crumbles into ashes and is destroyed.
Oh no.
But you don't have to write all that down. It's in the DM's guide. I will revert that back to you because it's a lot to remember and it's a lot to write down. But yeah.
Your soul told me. Oh, good. You got them both. Or got 2 out of the 3.
And the Wand of Secrets has
Is there like a...
has 3 charges. While holding it, you can expend. If there's a secret door or trap within 30 feet of you, the wand pulses and points at the one nearest to you.
Like
but you have to use it as an action. It gets 1d3 expended charges daily. So it literally finds traps and or secret doors.
Awesome.
Secret door.
Yes, they're definitely coming with.
Sweet.
Yay!
Anything else you guys want to do before the day ends?
Was there any magic items that we have not claimed yet?
No, you guys have wiped out the shelves at this point.
Perfect.
I want to bond with my onion more.
Perfect. More playtime, more snuggling. It kind of scratches at itself and kind of snuggles up in your beard. It eats, plays, paws at you. You get a couple of scratches. Nothing crazy, though. More like less than kitten scratches. It's not quite as needly. It kind of gnaws at your earlobe with its beak and then kind of tries to, like, pull your hair. But, yeah. It snuggles up and it falls asleep, plays, roams, and bonds with you a little bit more.
Nice.
I'm gonna cuddle Nyx.
I assume that all you guys are doing this on a daily now since...
Yeah.
The question will remain, though. What are you going to do with them when you guys go to the White Castle? Are you going to throw them in the bag of holding, which they will survive? However, you will need to remember to feed and water them. If you do not, you will find a dead baby. Animal, Jesus. A dead baby animal. I'm sorry. It's just a human.
Random dead baby.
What have I done? Yeah, no.
Like, oh shit, I thought I took that out.
Right.
Whoa!
Cool.
Love dead children.
All right, so the next morning comes. Ingorial's wide awake. Plenty of food on the table. Sausages, bangers and mash and eggs and everything, and the bacon and the pork and the blueberries and the strawberries and the pancakes. Anyways,
And the pudding.
he's corking several bottles. He's corking about 8 bottles. Okay. He brings them over to you guys and he sets them down. 1 bottle potion. He has 4 bottles of heroism. Okay. And he has 4 bottles of supreme healing.
4 bottles of heroin.
Excuse me. Superior healing. I apologize.
So 4 heroism and 4 healing, or superior healing.
Right. Yep. And what the heroism does is for 1 hour after drinking it, you gain 10 temporary hit points that last for 1 hour. For the same duration, you are under the effect of Bless spell. No concentration required. This blue potion bubbles and steams as if it's boiling. So you guys are under the Blessed spell. Do you guys want me to go over Blessed with you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Please, real
Sure.
quick, because I have it, I just don't remember.
Yeah, so Blessed, it's a buff. So we will go right here to the exact whatever. Bless, where are we at? So Bless basically, when you make an attack roll or a saving throw, you can roll a d4 and add that number to the roll to the other attack roll or the saving throw roll. Okay? So you guys would have that indefinitely for an hour, no matter how many times you want to fucking use it.
Oh,
Right?
Oh.
So you'd roll
Okay,
So you would roll a 1d4 every saving throw and a 1d4 to add to your attack rolls.
Now, I have a question, Zach.
Sure.
If I cast Bless on them, would it stack?
It does not stack, unfortunately.
Okay.
The only time that it would replace it, right?
Okay.
So what would happen is if you wanted to cast Bless at a higher level, it would override the Bless that you have, negating the already thing that you have. The best part about this is that it's not concentration. So it's just happening, right? So even if you get hit, you don't lose it. If you're blessed and the person that's concentrating on the blessing gets hit, you lose that buffer. All right, and you also gain 10 additional hit points. This lasts for an hour of playtime.
Okay. I'm going to also, upon waking up, I'm going to prepare some new spells.
Absolutely. Go ahead and do
Okay.
it. You don't need to tell me. I imagine.
I just wanted to make that clear.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, no. You don't need to tell me what spells. Definitely tell me that you're changing your spells.
Yeah. So I don't just seem like.
Yeah.
But Searing Smite doesn't seem like it's going to do a whole lot for me.
So your superior healing potions, the 4 that you guys have, is 8d4 plus 8.
Okay. I'm going to grab one of each of the potions.
Okay.
Put them in the bag of holding.
Okay. And once you take one of these superior healing potions, you're actually going to, when you drink it, you're actually going to also replenish all of your spell slots.
So what was the dice on that? Sorry.
8d4.
8d4 plus 8.
So for me, would that replenish the amount of ranges I have? Or
I'm sorry, say again?
because it gives them like their spell slots, is that what you said?
Yes.
I think I'm the only one that has spell slots.
Yeah, but I have only a certain amount of ranges, and I also have a certain amount of things I can do.
It would replenish those as if you took a long rest. So anything that you have, it will replenish it as though you took a long rest.
I dig it.
Okay. So you each take a potion. That leaves one extra potion of superior healing and one extra potion of heroism. I suggest that you guys use those in a time of dire need.
Yeah.
Any of you could hang on to this. I don't mind. I can grab one if you'd like.
I think we should split it that way. It's like if we're not together, basically
Of course.
all of our eggs are in one basket.
Would either of you mind if I took the other healing potion?
You should take the other healing potion.
Well,
You are kind of tanky, so I think you should take it.
That cat is so fucking adorable.
Isn't it?
I'm like dying right now.
Now, Zach, I do have one more question.
What's up?
Is it just spell slots for me? Or is it also...
It's as if you took a long rest.
Okay. I'm gonna make sure I write because that's
Without the
because
healing
that's-
portion. The healing portion is based off of your dice roll. Everything else is the replenishment of an 8-hour rest.
That's tight.
Okay, because that gives me back all my lay on hands. That gives me back all my lay on hands and my channel divinities. as
You're
well.
gonna fucking need it.
Which means that if I take both of these potions, I can heal up to 105 HP.
Holy titty shitballs.
To you guys. I can give you guys that much help.
Well, fucking
Or myself.
I'm dying.
Like, I wouldn't even necessarily need to use, like, if I took the potion and used lay on hands, then took the potion, I could give you guys for the same amount that the potion would give me.
That's still pretty awesome.
So I want to make sure that is known to the party, that if I have those potions, I can use those. Heroism, I can pass on myself, so if you guys need to take the other one, I don't mind. Just from a, somewhat metagaming, also tactical standpoint.
That's fine.
Yeah, I think you should take the 2, and then Ragnar and I can take one each of the healing, and then with the heroism, I'm okay if Matt takes the other heroism.
Okay.
Would you not? Stop! Why?
Alright. So are you guys ready to head to the bridge?
I'm ready to fuck some shit up.
Sweet. Let's take a 2-minute bio break or whatever else you need to grab, drinks or anything. I'm gonna
let's go.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and then when we return, we'll head to the bridge.
Okay. No, you're all terrible. I love you, but you're all terrible.
I have returned.
Okay, Matt, I want to talk to you about something real quick.
Oh shit, man. Dude, you
I'm
want to see
looking-
something awesome?
Sure.
We got marked down peanut butter.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at my... Okay, so I'm trying to figure out what spells I'm trying to take here. Oh, never mind. So detect evil and good. I'm pretty sure I can use my divine sense for that, so I don't need that.
Cool.
Shield of faith. There is. Oh, I remember what I was going to talk to you about. If you and Libby are like Libby, I need to talk to you about this. This is just something that might assist us in this entire thing. I can cast ceremony as a ritual, and I can marry the two of you. And for the next week, you will get a +2 AC when you're within 30 feet of each other.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I barely know you.
Matt, this is a tactical standpoint, you fuck. I have 4 first-level spell slots that I can expand. And then I'm also preparing Shield of Faith so that I can give any one of us another +2 to AC.
Nice.
So that could be a +4. My AC would be 22.
Okay, well, if you've got that, then fuck you. I don't need to give you the extra plus.
Well, no, my AC is 16. My AC is the same as yours.
Libby, I can also marry you and I would have a natural AC of 20. So if you want your healer to be stupid tanky, we could do that. I could just use ceremony before we leave.
I'm not a healer.
I am.
You're a healer.
He's the healer. Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yes.
So the healer doesn't die.
Are you okay with me being the
tank? Fuck yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I still deal damage, but you're the one that deals more, and you've got the armor. You're good.
Yeah, hang on, let me grab that spell real quick.
I might get peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for the fight.
So
I don't get hungry.
Zach.
Yeah.
I am going to use the first level ceremony ritual, and I am going to marry. I'm going to use the wedding, and for the next 7 days, Libby and I have a +2 AC.
Fucking awesome. Do it.
All right, so I'm going to just spend the first hour of my day doing that.
Okay.
Awesome, Libby. We've got a +2 AC.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Is there any discrepancies for that? Do I have to read it? Is it a big, long thing?
I can just read it to you. It's literally like 3 sentences.
Oh, perfect. Do it.
You touch adult humanoids willing to be bonded together in marriage. For the next 7 days, each target gains a +2 bonus to AC while they are within 30 feet of each other. I need to make that stipulation. While we were within 30 feet of each other, a creature can benefit from this right again only if widowed.
So only if widowed. So that means if one of you dies.
Yep.
So you don't have 2 to AC until one person dies.
No, a creature can only benefit from this right again only if widowed.
I guess I'm.
It lasts for 7 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, the benefit doesn't only last a week, but you can only get the benefit again if one of y'all dies.
Yes.
So that's after the 7 days. Like, you can't
Yes.
just definitely.
Yeah, you can't just cast this once a week to get a +2 bonus AC forever.
Yeah, only once for the ensuing battle.
Oh,
Unless you die, and I'm like, all right, well, I still want my +2 AC, so I go find another wife.
Right.
Hey,
so
you don't have to have a wife.
until one of you guys die, you can't perform the ritual again.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, right now would be the time to perform the ritual. I would definitely back this up.
Yep, I'm going to do that.
All right.
And that's going to be one of my first level spell slots.
Awesome.
That's fucking awesome.
That's amazing. I love it.
Why it's a paladin.
Mm-hmm.
Is there, what else does ceremony do?
There's a lot of shit you can do. Atonement, bless water, coming of age, dedication, and funeral rite are the others.
Nice.
Oh dang, that's still fucking tight.
Funeral rite is really cool. You touch one corpse, and for the next 7 days, it can't become undead by any means short of a wish spell.
That's fucking awesome.
Oh.
That's fucking awesome.
Dedication's cool. For the next 24 hours, the target makes a saving. It adds a D4. It can roll a D4 and add the number rolled to the save. By getting them to dedicate themselves to Nike's service. Also, blessed water is pretty cool for making holy water, but it's whatever.
Shit.
I mean,
So
here's another thing. You can make holy water, and then I can use water whip.
Oh,
But
but that high up?
now that's the question. Do I really want to use 2 of my first level spell slots already?
I mean, but you can carry the whole holy water with you. I mean, like, we probably
You
have...
put your holy water in your bag or hold it, and use like a water bag like fucking Avatar.
I mean, I could, but that's also a second level, or that's another first level spell slot. I only got 4 of those.
Well, how many days are left?
So if she were to do water whip, can you bless the water while it's in the air?
No, it's an hour cast time.
Oh, fuck. Okay, never mind.
That would be cool, though.
That would have been sick.
Yeah, reflex ceremony. Whoa!
Yeah, dude.
I spent 59 minutes before battle preparing
Yeah.
the ceremony, and then in the last 6 seconds of my ritual, she casts water whip.
Yeet!
That was actually something I was going to ask you, Zach, if I could start casting. This is a dumb idea. This isn't my plan. I was going to say, can I cast Find Steed for 9 minutes and 56 or 54 seconds, and then jump in the bridge, and then finish casting it, and then hop off the second horse like I'm double jumping?
Yeah. Do you know how far the bridge is apart? I mean, I would totally let you do that.
I mean, that would be a pretty sick way to get across the gap, like, sacrificing 2 horses, but
That'd be fun.
Talking about rule of cool.
Excuse me.
like that's some 300 shit right there. But and then I'm gonna get like a 6 on the dice roll, and I'm just gonna slam with my horse into the wall and die. But
Right.
yeah,
Are we quite
living while
ready
we're within.
to go now?
I believe we are.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. So, why doesn't everybody give me stealth rolls?
I don't have disadvantage anymore.
Yay!
Thank God, because that's 13.
Okay.
I have a minus 3 to my stealth rolls. And that's 0.
3.
I rolled a 3.
And so you're not quite at all? Okay. What'd you get, Libby?
Nope.
Wait. Matt, how the fuck do you have a minus 3 to your stealth rolls?
My stink.
Oh shit, I forgot that gave you a neg. Oh my god, I'm sorry.
That's what Zach told me.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But you have
I was sitting here like, what the fuck?
you
Is your
have the
dexterity
bubble.
really
You have the
6?
bubble around you, Matt.
Oh, so then a 3.
And that's with stealth checks based off of sense of smell.
Oh, wait, 5 then. So that,
Matt, something weird just happened to your mic. We can't hear you.
Yeah, your mic just went out.
None.
Anyways, so that's fine. The majority of you guys are stealthy. He was a bit clumsy sometimes. Nothing too crazy happened. Nothing was drawn to your attention simply because. There you go. Oh, I can hear myself now.
I was gonna say a little
my
echo.
headphones disconnected.
Oh no, you're good. Just unplug them and plug them back in.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute myself for a second.
Okay. So you guys make it to the bridge, right? For some reason, the darkness doesn't seem to cloud your vision as much anymore. You can see the castle, although it's very foggy. You can kind of see the top of the castle. You can see the bridge kind of disappears into thick fog, right? You see a large castle crumbling in some parts, but mostly intact. Dusted snow surrounded by a large moat of icy black jello-y like water. A singular cobblestone bridge crosses the moat. It is too decayed. It seems somewhat decayed, but mostly sturdy for as far as you can see. From your prior knowledge, Ingorial tells you, though you cannot see it with your own eyes, that the bridge in the center is actually collapsed.
I have the eyes robe,
You do?
so I can see it.
Well, this is also magical, remember, so it also negates any sort of dark vision or anything else like that.
Well, then, never mind. All right, which way do we go, mister?
Well, we must cross the bridge, of course, and we're at the bridge, so I figured we had a plan.
Well, my plan is to try to jump across.
You
Oh,
could
you,
probably.
Shall we walk to the edge? And
Of course.
Yeah.
so you guys walk out. You guys probably get about 100 feet in. You're over black water that sloshes below you. You think you hear something. You can hear the fluttering of bat wings above you. You can hear some screeches in the distance. But other than that, the water and everything around you seems super fucking silent. Super silent. When there's no sound, it's eerie. You get to the edge, and in fact, it is crumbled. It's broken. And you can't quite see as far as it goes because the fog is so thick. But you know that you can see out about 30 feet or so, and it's through the fog, and it's not. There's nothing there.
There's just not a bridge on the other side.
Right. As far as you can tell.
Alright, well, there goes my plan. Perhaps. Go ahead, Libby.
I was gonna say, it's like, yeah, most of that kind of banked on the fact that there was just a gap to jump, not a void.
The explosion was very great.
I'm sure it was quite wonderful, but that doesn't make it any easier for us to cross.
Indeed.
The moat encompasses the entire castle.
I'm sorry, say again?
This is the only way across the moat.
This,
The moat goes all the way around.
this is.
So,
It's more
Is this-
Are there
like...
any trees near us? Near the edge? Anywhere?
It's more like a kind of a cliff. It's kind of like what you might find off of like the coasts of Maine. There's some trees, but they're a lot farther in.
Well, I was trying to like fell a tree and then make a bridge with it. Something like that. I don't know.
Give me a perception check.
I have advantage on.
Oh, did we just lose some people?
no, I think we're good.
Oh, okay.
Come on with a fucking net.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah. I have a fucking 3.
That was with advantage?
Yeah. My
Damn.
second roll was a nat 1.
Okay.
What was the first roll?
A 4.
And you have a -1 to perception?
Nope.
Jesus, dude.
Ingorial kind of points, and you can kind of see that he's kind of in a moment right now. Because the last time that he was kind of here, he explains to you guys that this is where Alabaster was actually overcome and eaten by demons. He was being consumed while he was alive on this bridge. So you kind of he kind of whispers it to you, and he kind of has a moment. Did you guys, Libby, Keaton, did you guys roll perception checks?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was supposed to do that as
Oh,
well.
it's for everybody. Yeah,
That's a nat 20.
nice,
17.
perfect. Something catches both of your guys' eye. Down lower on the bank, it almost looks like a natural fire glow.
Cool.
On the opposite bank.
I don't need shit.
So, if you guys are looking north, which is where the castle is one at the most north point, it would be off to your guys' west, down off the bank, when you are looking around. It's back about 100 feet or so. You do see a faint glow somehow through the mist.
I'm going to point it out to our wizard friend.
Oh, yes.
Hey,
It's quite
you know what
I
that
over
is?
here the
It's quite peculiar that we can all see something that must be unnatural fire, magical fire indeed.
Well, yeah.
We check that out.
I say so, yeah.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay.
Essa, would you want to stay with our wizard friend and have us go ahead, or would you like to stay with us?
I think
Well,
that,
if they're way across, we should probably all...
Why would we split up?
Just in case it's some sort of demon, I don't want our friend here to be in trouble.
I think he's ready to do what he needs to do, right? Ragnar?
I do believe so, yes.
Right,
And
well,
you make
And we
a...
sent the scouts, too.
Yeah.
We have Adric and,
Balthra.
suppose we should probably go check that out then. I'll take point.
You make a rather good point
Oh.
that if something is to happen to me, however, you must get to the 4th floor, and in the room 417, you must find the crystal that is in a dresser drawer. It will seem like a rather unordinary crystal, or a rather ordinary crystal.
Wonderful.
I can see him just, like, shoving it in a sock.
I mean, basically. Yeah, it's not, like, protected or in... He explains to you that it's not protected behind some magical barrier. It looks very, very simple and very basic. It doesn't glow. It doesn't shimmer. It doesn't speak. But
Like the Holy Grail from the Last Crusade.
Right. It is.
Yeah.
It's just a purple stone the size of your fist that looks very ordinary.
All right.
Purple 50 so.
All right, so you guys head down. How are you guys heading down to this glowing light?
As stealthily as possible, in my...
Okay.
Yeah.
And I want to, like, point out to Adric to, flank the wizard, basically.
Okay.
Like,
So he pulls up security on the rear flank.
mhm.
Balthra, you do the same. You kind of take point. Keep an eye on where we're not looking.
Wizard, I have a question.
Yes.
What kind of object are we looking for again? Anything specific, like descriptive? Is it just a jewel? Is it just a stone of some
just
sort?
a purple stone the size of your fist. It's jagged. It's not cut. It's not polished. It's just a jagged purple stone that looks very, well, ordinary.
Fuck me, that's not gonna help then.
All right, we'll find it.
It's in my drawer. There's only 2 drawers in my room.
Okay, well that makes it a lot easier.
Well, get
For
to the 4th
context,
floor. Remember, room 417. I don't plan on dying, but this would all be for naught if
Going either.
I did.
Wait, should I... Would the wizard benefit from the robe of eyes temporarily? If he's fighting with us?
We all benefit from the robe of eyes when we wear it, child.
Well, alright, then, my bad. Okay.
Give me a stealth check.
That is a 19.
Ooh.
8.
Okay.
That is 12.
Perfect.
Suddenly Max is the quietest motherfucker.
Yeah. So, you guys kind of walk down. Ingorial's not so quiet. He trips over some rocks. You guys got to kind of descend down onto the bank where this water's kind of sloshing. But you guys get close enough to see a cloaked figure in a rowboat. And at the end of his row, at the very tippy top, which is huge, you see a whirling, burning fire, a lot like a torch.
Can I roll a religion check?
Sure.
I take out my sword.
Sure.
Okay. I believe that this is a what's the word? Analogy for the river Styx, and this is the cross. That's a what's my religion? That's a 19.
That's a 19. Awesome. So you know this as a fiend. All right. You do know that this is a fiend of sorts. It's more or less, from what you can recall, a Marinaloth or a Marinaloth. Marinaloth. Thank you.
Marinaloth?
Marinaloth.
Oh, shit.
Right? You do know that it can teleport, and that is very, very sneaky from your readings, and very, very difficult in battle. However, you notice that he is staring back at you guys, but isn't doing anything.
Hail, fiend. We mean no harm so long as you don't.
I mean you no harm. Come closer.
I'll take point and I will approach
Sure.
cautiously, but not like obviously cautiously. Like I'm not like posted up. I'm just like kind of puffing out my chest a little bit.
Right.
A little bit of.
He seems to move suddenly with purpose to face you, and he holds out his row, though it doesn't leave the water. And you see that he's missing his nose, and he has like very dried up, thin skin pushed up against his face. He doesn't have any lips. It's just teeth kind of gnashing, just sitting there, kind of having like a menacing smile. His eyes are hollowed out, save for a slight neon green glow in the pits of them. And he proceeds to talk to you. How do you plan on crossing the moat?
So the water's black. The water's black. Yes.
Yes.
Does your name happen to be Karen?
No.
I flick a gold coin to him.
Okay. He
Do you
snaps.
take drachma?
I do not.
Did my gold coin do anything?
No, he simply drops it in the boat.
Oh, well, alright then.
Would you be persuaded to ferry us across?
Of course. What
Zach,
do you have to
the reason
offer?
that I'm... Sorry, one more time?
He said, what do you have to offer? What do you have to offer?
Well, what do you take? That was payment.
Magical items.
How magical are we talking?
Magical as fuck.
Right, so...
Ingorial shows his balls to him. No, I'm sorry.
Well,
He's like, those are
I mean, that is the most literal definition. Magical as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Hey, I will be right back. Sorry, I gotta...
Yeah, no worries. We'll put it on pause.
I'll be back in just a second. I
Yeah.
apologize.
That's fine.
Hmm.
What do you have to offer?
A gold coin?
You already gave him a gold coin. Didn't seem to do a whole lot, so he just stares at you. Oh, you're
Being
yeah.
stupid.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yep. It switched from the
Oh, okay.
actual.
What do you got, Libby?
I'm gonna offer him one of the wands.
Okay. Which one?
Sorry, so sorry.
There you go. Which one would you like to offer him?
Very sad.
The wand of very sad.
The wand of very sad.
I'm already
I guess-
depressed. Sorry, go. Sorry.
Would you like baby elephant? I have two.
Oh. No, I'm joking.
Christ, man!
No,
Well, dead children is awesome.
no. He would cuddle it. I can't do that. All right. So which one are we offering? It is 8:00. What's the time frame we're looking at here? I'm down to play. I'm down to play until 10.
Yeah.
It's up to you guys.
I work at 5, but I can stay up as late as I need to. It's my second to last day at King's. I don't
You
really
work
care.
at 5 in the morning?
It's my second to last day at King's,
What,
and I
sugar
really
pie?
don't give a shit what time I show up. I'll show up at noon if I want.
It's true.
I guess that's one way to do it.
Well, I'm off tomorrow.
The wand of
Yeah.
secrets.
The Wand of Secrets? He kind of looks it over. He actually enjoys this. He thinks it's a very good offering. And so he
It's enough
nods.
for all of-
Yes, I can take all of you. However, I can only take 2 at a time.
Okay.
His
From a
boat.
tactical standpoint,
Give me a perception check.
all of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's 6. I'm dumb.
Yeah, I got a 6 as well.
What'd you get,
I'm
Matthew?
gonna.
2.
I'm busy talking from a
Okay.
tactical
You
standpoint.
guys look at the boat, and you're like, yeah, that could probably only fit about 2 or 3 people. Okay. What say you? So what time did we, what time is everybody come? When is just say whatever your last most time can be.
Midnight.
I can play until 10.
I can play up till 10.
Okay.
10's
But-
fine. Good.
I can see a good
Say what, Libby?
I can see a good stopping point being once we get across.
Mm-hmm. If you guys want to, yeah. It's completely up to you guys. I can play until 10.
That is true. That is a good stopping point.
If you guys want to stop there, we can. I don't mind.
We can totally stop there, yeah. It's up to you.
I want to kill some stuff. Though.
Yeah, I want to go hard. I want to get this started.
Yeah, but you gotta understand the White Castle's gonna fucking go hard. Like, I mean, you guys aren't gonna
So
have a
is
whole lot of a
Max.
breather. So the thing is, well, it also depends on your gameplay though too. Like, you could be a little bit stealthier, you could do this, but shit's gonna get fucking real and it's gonna be long. I mean, it might be 4 sessions depending on how fast you guys get through combat. I'm hoping.
We can find a stopping point
So what?
in there. We can find a stopping point in there, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, no, we could stop in the middle of a battle if you guys want to. I just have to record what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't, Libby. If you're okay with keep going, I'm fine with keep going.
Yeah. I have
10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Me too,
I
man.
got 10's fine.
Okay.
I literally don't give a shit what time I show up tomorrow. So
Perfect.
Woo!
Yeah, no, I mean, as well as you shouldn't. All right, so he has said that he can only take 2 of you guys across. This is believable. The boat doesn't look like it's going to carry more than 2 people.
All right. Who wants to stay behind? Who wants to go first?
from a tactical standpoint, I think you should take the wizard first, or Kerroessa and I can go first.
Actually, sorry. Ingorial kind of speaks up. I didn't roll for Ingorial. If you don't mind, your boat looks like it could carry at least 5. And I'm no sailor, but I do know a sturdy boat when I see one. With all due respect. I can only carry 2 at a time. Fair enough. And he kind of looks around at you guys. It's like, 2 it is. We have struck a deal, and a deal is a deal. I believe he will hold true to it. However, that being said, I do not like the separation. Should one,
6 of us. Too.
we do not know what lies on the other side.
Well, if you and I want to go first, I would say take at least some muscle up front.
Or I can
completely
go up
agree.
front with Kerroessa.
I believe
Yeah,
we
either
do
way,
have-
the scouts should go in the middle.
As we do have increased armor class.
the stinky dwarf can stay with me if you two would like to go ahead.
Oh yeah, that's right. You are.
Kerroessa.
You have it.
Would you mind
Alright.
coming with me?
We'll go first. And
Let's
then
go path to victory.
scouts in the middle.
So
and then-
Adric and Folthra will be the last 2 to go per order.
Oh, why can't they go first? Why can't they go in the middle?
They can, if you guys want them to.
Yeah.
We're gonna have them go in the
No,
middle, it
let's
sounds like,
stick with
but it's up to them.
It's up to you guys. I don't care how you do it. But
I think they
Adric,
should go after Kerroessa and Max.
throw all the because you guys haven't really ran into anything around here. There's a ferryman, it is what it is. It's up to you guys. How do you guys feel about it, or how do you guys want to try to investigate it or roll for any sort of feelings or anything that you might, some sort of intuition or anything else like that? Just let me know.
Intuition tells me to take point.
Well, I want to see if we can at least talk him up to 3 per vote to make it a 2-tripper.
Expedite the process a bit.
How do you want to do it? Do you want to try to convince him, or do you want to try to intimidate him?
I want to try to convince.
Yeah. And how many wands did you take?
If it comes down to it, I'll try to intimidate him.
Well, I meant
use
did
the
you get
restroom real
from...
quick.
Give me a persuasion
Okay.
check, Libby.
We got 3. Okay. Oh, I got a nat 20.
Oh,
Yay!
nicely done. So, being the half-demon that you are, in a guttural infernal, what sounds like to you guys is almost some backwards guttural fucking grunting, like, and some like really weird shit. You're talking to this ferryman, and he looks over at you, and he starts speaking back to you in this language. And eventually, you turn to the others, and you say, we can take 3.
Cool! Fuck yeah, dude, that's awesome.
Okay.
And
So
whatever
then I
you
think it's
whatever you
me-
tell them later on, what was conversed about, is what happened. If you said, I'll fucking stick my toe jam up your nose on your face, that's we'll just say that's kind of what
What's said in Infernal
stays in Infernal. That's right.
There you go.
So, now you guys can take 3 at a time. That leaves, I believe, 1 odd man out, doesn't it? How many people do we got?
6.
4.
6.
Oh, say, okay, so it's a half and half. Perfect, yeah.
So,
So 2 trips now.
it could be Max, myself, and one of the scouts. And then,
And-
Ragnar, Ingorial, and the other scout.
Perfect.
I think
If
Adric should
everybody
come with us.
agrees. That
Yeah.
sounds a very solid plan to me. Yes.
Okay.
In Infernal, he did warn you to not touch the fucking water. Do
The river
not.
sticks.
He said it once, but he said, "Let me be clear. Do not touch the water."
Alright. I pass that on just very casually. It's like, don't fucking touch the water.
And this
Don't.
is what he looks like.
Cool.
Infernal ferryman.
Mm-hmm.
So, Zach, the reason that I keep drawing to Greek mythology is because my goddess is Nike.
And yeah, you were trying to give him. Yeah, I know.
So I just wanted to explain why I was doing that.
No, I
There was
understand.
there was a character reason for that.
Yeah, no,
I
you're
want to
good.
give him a Vargrill head as a tip.
Aw.
One of my 5 heads. Like, thank you for the advice.
5 heads.
So, despite the lack of flesh around his jaw, you think he smiles. All right.
Ominous.
Yes,
So-
very.
So you guys, he puts the Vargul head inside of his cloak, and it doesn't seem to even lump up or look like anything. It just goes in somewhere, and he begins shoving off. And as he shoves off, he's looking back at Ingorial, and you, Matt, and who was the last one? Adric, or is it Fel?
Ultra.
Falthra? Okay, and he looks back at you guys, and then he looks forward, and then he just keeps rowing. So it takes some time. There's a little bit of waves. Why don't you guys give me a dexterity check?
7.
That's 14.
14. Awesome. So you guys go, you teeter a little bit, and you feel a cold, bony ham, and it's cooked, and it's honey. A hand. You feel a cold, bony fucking hand grasp the back of your neck and straighten you out before it releases. After it releases, though, you weren't too sure that it did because the cold still shimmers through you.
As it will.
Mm.
Thank you.
He continues to row. All right. You guys get to the other side. It's a rocky beach shore once again. He slides directly up on there. The boat is halfway up on the water. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna vault over the side and then hold the boat.
Perfect.
Before I get out, I'm putting my elephant and my the baby Bjorn into my bag of holding.
Perfect.
As will I.
They're safe.
Oh, yeah.
It's not my elephant.
They're safe.
I was going to mention that I left him behind, but I did not.
All right. Awesome.
All right.
So you guys vault over. You get on the rocky beach, and what are you doing? Are you staying there until people come, or are you running up against the slope?
I want to get out of cover from anything that could see us, but I still want to be in eyesight of the shore. So is there like an outcropping or anything that we can kind of duck behind?
Somewhat, not much. It's pretty flat. You actually do see the bridge. You see the bridge next to you, and you actually saw where it had broken. There's not a whole lot left. It's pretty much just rocks after the immediate sand, and it slopes upward, up on to flat ground where you would go for the bridge.
I mean, it's encouraging to know that we would not have survived trying to jump. We made the right choice.
Yeah.
So at like the rocky beach that you guys kind of are on, it's more or less like, I don't know, grayer stone. Not so much beach, but it's more like a grayer stone.
Like Capri.
I mean, sure, yeah.
All right.
I'm just gonna stick to her.
And then, are you still there? Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Snap.
Nice.
Okay.
Ooh.
So, I think we should be facing, since there's three of us, like somebody should be facing the shore to be watching for when they land. Somebody should be facing behind us to make sure nothing's sneaking up behind us.
How do you spell Kerroessa?
It is Kerroessa.
That's what I thought. So what are you guys? So what are you guys doing?
Have they arrived on the shore?
Yes, they have arrived on the shore. You guys are all together on the shore now.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just a surprisingly long ferry ride.
It was. It was brutal.
This is super choppy.
You just went extra slow to enjoy
Mm-hmm.
your,
His oar broke. He had to get out duct tape. It was a whole thing.
All right, shall we advance on the target?
Well, Ingorial, where should we go from here?
Yeah.
If I'm correct, there is a door
I see it.
about 40 or 50 feet to our north.
Right.
Alright,
Is that the main entrance, or is that the side entrance that you mentioned?
It's the side entrance.
Suppose we should be going there then, yeah?
So,
I think that'd be better.
formation-wise, what are we looking at?
So,
I'm protecting Ingorial.
diamond formation?
So, Max, I imagine you're in front. Can you guys see the
Oh
screen?
yeah, I'm taking point.
Okay.
I say Kerroessa right behind.
Kerroessa, are you right behind, or are you like right here?
Right to the side.
Okay.
And I'll be,
Diamond formation, yeah.
Okay. So you guys are doing kind of an arrow form?
Yeah, put Ingorial in the middle. Like between put him there, and then put both rangers behind their respective party members.
Yeah. Put Falco right behind me.
Okay.
And then
Well,
Flying V.
do you want Libby? Where do you want Adric at?
Adric behind me. Again, I want him mostly focused on Ingorial to make sure he doesn't get nothing waxing.
Okay.
Basically, this is a very fancy escort mission.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you guys come up and over. The fog is still there, but it's clearer now. For some reason, you guys can see a little bit better. And you do see the door about 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, about 40 feet ahead of you. What you can see is that it's jarred open. All right? It looks like it's been jarred open enough for maybe a child to fit through, like somebody had closed it. And it looks pretty still. Do you guys want to approach it?
Yes.
Right, pressing on then.
All right.
Yeah.
And so there are some dead bodies you guys see around you and stuff like that. You got to understand this is super icy. The walls are sheen with ice as well. However, it's not white. It's very much so red.
Ooh, blow.
Mm-hmm.
That's goth as fuck.
So it's give me a perception check.
Oh no.
12.
Okay.
14.
Okay.
11.
All right. It doesn't take much. If you've ever been in battle, you know that on the ice of these walls, not all of it's red. It is definitely stained with blood. These are blood splatters. Upon closer inspection of the door, you guys see that it's only open enough for a small child to get through. And when you try to move it, it is like trying to move a pillar of concrete. It just won't budge. What do you guys want to do?
I could look real quick.
You already did.
Well,
I think he means through the door.
Oh, yeah.
I'm child size.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, child size. It's the height. It's like 10 feet tall. But only a skinny child can fit through to get through it.
Would I not fit then?
Well, you're a stout dwarf. You're like the
Okay.
size of a normal human, but you're shorter. You can
All right.
You can still peer your head in if you want to.
Yeah, I want to peer my head in.
All right, cool. Give me a perception check.
I want to see if there's anything behind the door, keeping it from moving.
Okay.
That is a 16.
16? So you know that the door moves outward, towards you guys. When you look in, it's a kind of like a small hollow room, and you see another door that leads out. You see a couple of dead bones and some frozen, like a frozen dead body or two that's completely mangled. But other than that, there's nothing in there.
All right. Okay, it looks like this is a pull, not a push. So
Perfect.
we just got a pull. I grab. And you want to help me, Mr. Maximus?
Of course.
Maximilian?
Give me a strength check with advantage, Matt.
15. That's a nat fucking 20!
Perfect. So you go to pull on it, and at first it doesn't give. You hear it creak. The ice starts to crack a little bit. And with your guys' combined strength, you pull it open,
right.
and you hear a loud metal-like sheen sound echo as it crunches open, and it scrapes up the ice. It has enough room now for you guys to fit in individually.
Perfect. Well,
Thank you, Max.
of course. Keeping up with tradition, I say I go first, yeah?
Wait.
Waiting.
Do you not want to take your potions of heroism first?
How long are you going to be in there?
I don't know.
Well,
Yeah,
No.
that's gonna be a minute. I'm down in mine.
We can wait to either get into the engagement. They are instantaneous, however. We don't
Waste
want to
an
be
action,
caught
yeah.
off guard.
Right. Good idea then.
yeah.
The choice is yours. I'm merely suggesting.
Alright, I'll take the heroism potion.
I've already taken mine back before the ferry.
I'll take mine too. So that
Perfect.
gives me 10 extra temporary hit points.
Yep.
Alright. I'm taking mine.
And then the heroism. Imbued with bravery. Immune to being frightened. It's temporary.
Blessed.
Oh, it's the bless. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're blessed.
That's
Yep.
right. Okay.
All right.
Okay, so that's a D4 to any attack roll and saving throw.
That's correct. And you get
Cool.
10 temporary hit points to add.
Fucking right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Let's get shit done.
Alright, so the door is open.
Right.
What are you guys doing?
Heading on in, then.
Right.
Alright, so I'll take point again.
Okay.
I'll bust in there
Sure.
like a boss.
Alright.
Like a pouch.
So you go in there, it's an empty room. It's got some dead bodies and stuff in it, but it literally has one other doorway that leads out. This iron door is completely open.
Like, it's open facing into the next room.
Yeah, to your east.
Okay. I'm gonna approach it, but I'm just gonna get, like, up to the entrance with my shield and wait for my comrades.
Alright, cool. Are you guys going in?
Yeah. I guess I'll go next.
Okay. Matt, what are you doing? Can't hear you, bro.
He's muted.
Come on, Salt Brook. Yeah, I'm going in.
Alright. Perfect. Alright, so I assume that everybody just kind of goes in, right?
Yeah.
Alright. So we'll go ahead. And we'll switch to the next map.
Awesome.
Hello again, folks.
When you guys are in this tiny little room, just pretend that this is walled off and there's an archway that's right here that you can look out of. Okay?
Alright.
The rest of my maps,
Oh.
the rest of my maps are solid though.
So this is like a courtyard?
Yeah, it's basically
Cool.
it's the bailiff. It's the
Gotcha.
it's the bailey. Excuse me.
Uh-huh.
It is the courtyard.
Cool. Did you say Bailey? The fuck?
No, it's the bailey's like the inside.
Antechamber.
Yeah, it's the
Thank you.
it's the chamber of the. It's like the courtyard.
I got triggered for a second.
I seen that. Yeah, I totally forgot.
Bitch.
I was like, what the fuck? Excuse me? It's the who?
So
Exactly.
Why
Going
would you be triggered by
I'm going-
her?
I rage.
I'd like to age.
I like to rage. So what are you guys doing?
I'm just gonna peek my head out and see what I see.
Okay, give me a perception check.
10.
10. Awesome. So you look around. You notice there's a couple of houses.
Well,
There's some siege equipment that's broken down and withered. There's a statue in the middle. You see a fountain, some debris here and there. Lots and lots of fucking dead bodies, just everywhere, like embedded in the snow of the ground and the ice. Everything protruding. However, you also know that around the area, there are many statues peppered around the courtyard.
how big are these statues?
They're human size.
Human size?
Mhm.
Do they look to be in motion?
Not that you can tell.
Like, are they in action poses, or are they like
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
statues of people?
You could. Some of them look like they're reaching out. Some of them look like they're running. Some of them look like they're
Wonderful.
terrified.
That's what I was looking for.
Terrified. Yep.
Fucking shit. Okay. Matt, I've been hanging out with you too much.
Why?
Because my first response is just fucking shit.
Fucking shit.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So what you guys doing?
Shall we proceed? Art, whatever your name is. What do you think? Okay, whose name I forgot.
Ingorial?
Yeah,
Ingorial?
Ingorial.
Ingorial. There you go. Ingorial.
I never remember his name either.
What do you think?
Well, we must proceed to the front door, of course.
Let's go.
Alright.
Right. Well,
How are you guys doing this?
Everyone stick to as close to the inner wall as that you can. Be quiet. Let's go.
So the inner wall is going to be kind of like this. So are we kind of keeping a diamond formation, or are we just doing a line formation?
I'd say line formation. I'll take point again.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll take the rear.
Okay. Ingorial will be in the middle. Let's say.
And the 2 scouts in the, yeah.
And we'll, 2 scouts in the far back, or where are you at, Ragnar? All the way in the back?
I got the rear.
Okay. Alright. So you guys are going to go along this wall right up here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Quick and quiet.
Right. Give me stealth checks. We'll get you to
Oh,
hit.
Christ.
16.
14.
Alright.
16
16,
as well.
14, 15 pass. Give me stealth checks. Nat 20, Ingorial, you beast. Give me stealth checks for Falthra and Adric.
Adric got a 5.
Ooh.
Both of got a 15.
Alright. Adric stepping on some bones. So you guys hear loud crunching kind of echo throughout the area. Nothing really pays attention. Nothing really comes. Everybody give me a perception check. Oh, fuck.
18.
Nicely done.
21.
21, nicely done. Alright, so for the 18 and the 21, you guys notice a faint flickering, and you guys see what appears to be 2 people inside of this house right here.
I'm going to hold up my fist to get people to stop.
Okay?
And then I'm going to, like, motion for everyone to get down.
Awesome. What do you guys do? You see him motion to get down.
I stop and get down. Because I know this. I'm a soldier.
Ingorial's not really paying attention. He got a nat 1. He's still...
Can I reactionarily grab him and bring him down gently?
Sure. Are you right behind him? No, you're not. He's like...
Or no, Adric should do that. Then never mind. I can't do that.
Yeah, I mean, Adric noticed. I mean, like, I guess if he's right behind me, just kind of like...
Yeah, you just grab him, got him now. Alright, cool, yeah. So Ingorial ducks, and he kind of looks around, and he motions as if he's confused, like, what the fuck is going on?
How far away is the house? Oh, shit, I burned through half this fucking...
It's right here. So 5, 10, 15, 20,
Sorry, I
25,
forgot
30.
to count.
Yep.
30 feet?
30 feet. And you guys can see through a window. What looks like 2 people, it looks like they're pulling something or rotating something.
Okay, I'm gonna, like, crouch as low as I can, but still move.
Okay.
And I'm gonna... Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna, like, crawl over there.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold up my fist again for everyone to, like, halt,
Sure.
stay, and then I'm gonna start crawling over there.
Okay. Give me a stealth check. You're trying to get up to the window?
Yeah, but not, like, stand up next to the window. I want to stand, like, to the side of the window and see if I can figure out what's going on. That is a... What is that? That's +1. That's a 14.
Alright, you pass your dexterity check. What are you doing now? You are off to the side of the window, but you are not looking in.
Can I hear anything coming from the inside?
You can hear, like, the squeaking of metal, like something turning.
Okay, I'm gonna, like, glance over, but just barely pull... Like, I'm gonna actually come from, like, the bottom right corner of the window and just
Okay.
kind of peek my head up over.
Sure. Let's see here. So when you look inside, there's what seems to be like 2 people standing, churning what appears to be a handled spit roaster with a massive slab of meat that hits a bloody marbled surface below it with every turn. Give me a perception check.
I hate you, Zach. That's 21 again.
21? Perfect. So, you notice the slab of meat once resembled a humanoid, but is now bloated and bruised down to a bag of flesh. And since you did get a 21, you also notice, to your surprise, with a single turn, that a tormented pair of eyes catches yours. And seen through the bloodied, bloated, and purple flesh, the victim is still alive somehow.
I hate you. I remember you telling me about this fucking thing.
Oh, the giving wheel?
Fucking hate you. That's terrifying.
Yeah. The giving stone?
Is that what that is?
Yeah, it's called the giving stone.
You called it something different a while ago.
I did, but I did, but it was pretty. But I felt like the giving stone was ironic.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. I don't know what's
going
worse, the old name or the new name.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, it's pretty brutal. Let me share my screen again. Sorry, guys.
Do these guys? Do they appear to be like fully fleshed humanoids?
Yeah, they actually seem. They're really tall. They're like 7.5 feet tall. They're very skinny, and they're chill. So actually, give me another stealth check.
Okay. That is a 18.
Perfect. They do not notice you.
Okay, I'm gonna fold back to the wall, and I'm gonna drop down, and I'm gonna crawl back to the group to take point again.
Perfect. So as you go to move away, you can kind of hear like a panicked gargling in the meats as you disappear from the site. Give me another stealth check.
Okay.
As you move back.
19 this time.
Perfect. You make it back.
Suddenly,
completely
Max
silent.
is like...
Oh, hey, you wanted to be on point, man.
I know.
I just wasted a nat 20 for some reason. Oh, well.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, so what are you guys doing? What are you guys saying? What?
I'm gonna just, like... As I do, at normal speaking volume, I'm gonna say, there's someone in there getting their shit rocked by a wheel.
You hear the churning stop. And
that's my cue.
Yeah. And you hear somebody say, "You should not be here." And the other person immediately says, "You should not be here. You should not have come."
Well, flail's coming out. Shield's going up.
Mm-hmm. It
And
sounds
I'm gonna
every time they talk, it sounds really wispy. And at the end of every word, it almost sounds like there's a distant echo. Like almost like a vibration through planes. So you can kind of hear like a back echo. So every time they talk, so it sounds like that. Like something's repeating.
Ethereal even.
Like, why are you here? Why are you here? Like, and it kind of follows up like that.
Gotcha.
And they say the churning is nearly done, and they will want more. Yes, they will want more. You mustn't be here. While we care not who you are, we must obey if they wish you upon the giving stone. Yes, the giving stone.
Kerroessa, I feel like we should stop this. Yeah?
I hadn't seen what you saw, so it's just like, what was happening in the house? Like,
A living creature was being beat to a bloody pulp. However, the creatures inside, although tall, seem spindly enough for me to break their bones. That's what I intend to do.
You can break anybody's bones, really.
Ragnar, on me. Kerroessa, you may choose. Come with, or stay behind.
sorry, startled the kitten and she sprang off the ladder.
Nice. My cat did that once and almost... Never mind.
Must fight.
Alright.
If we must
I'm
fight,
gonna look
we must
at
fight.
Ingorial. It's like, do we have time for this?
It is debatable on how quickly you can kill and how adept your skills are in killing.
Now, this does take time off of our heroism potion.
True. Or we could leave it and potentially be attacked on our way out while we're, much weaker.
Well, we have healing potion.
We do, yes. But
I'd rather save what I got for the coming fight. We didn't have to deal with this fight. We could have snuck past. Someone has to be
I would
acknowledged.
suggest if we can avoid the less fights, the better.
right, then let's move on.
Agreed.
Alright.
I
Moving
like
on.
to gauge the room.
Perfect.
That's fair.
And you guys kind of see underneath, like, the half plate of my helmet, you guys just see, like, the snarled grin that I give, just, and hold that for an extremely long period of time. Just,
So you guys continue on?
Yeah, continuing on.
All right. And you kind of hear the whispering voices that continue churning. And they say, that, you must go. Yes, you must go. All right. So give me a stealth check.
Ooh, 14.
Perfect.
10.
that one!
Oh no.
Nat 4.
This time, baby!
All right. So, as you guys are moving, you notice some of the stones shift towards you. And as they do, due to hearing large crunching in the snow, they don't actually approach you, but they take a step toward you. Probably about 5, 10, 15, 20, 25
Fucking
feet.
knew these statues were gonna fucking move.
About 25 feet away from you guys.
God.
There's
damn it.
one.
Alright, let's go.
There's one that's right in front of this right here, and then there's one that's like right by these rocks right here.
Alright, cool.
What you guys want to do?
Keep taking.
I'm gonna get in front of Wizard Boy.
Okay.
Like between it and the statue. Or him and the statue.
All right. So you're gonna come down right here.
Yeah. And just shield up.
Okay.
I'm gonna actually, like, rack the flail back over my shoulder, and I'm gonna take the mace off my belt.
All right. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm readying my sword and shield,
Okay.
but I'm still getting quiet.
Sure.
Alright, I've pulled out my staff.
All right. So it's not moving.
Okay. I guess facing the statue, still want to kind of like edge towards the exit.
So up
The
here.
next step.
So this would be
Oh.
the wall right here,
Okay.
Yeah.
right?
So I want to, continue around the edge of the wall.
Okay. So this will be the edge of the wall right here. All right.
Yep.
How far do you want to go?
Just not too far from the rest of the party, just like kind of very slowly moving just in case the statue
Okay.
decides to spring.
So about right here.
Yeah, about right there.
Okay.
I'm gonna say,
We should all move.
I was gonna say, yeah, I was gonna tell Wizard Boy
Uh-huh.
to follow Kerroessa, and
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep myself between the statue and him.
Okay.
Like him behind me is what I need.
And then everybody else is just kind of following.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're about right here. So the statue is like, you're coming up on the statue who's like right there. He's within reach. He's right here.
Okay. Has it moved again?
It has not. No.
Okay. I'm gonna just walk up, like, with my shield up to it.
Okay.
I'm gonna put, like, my hand on the back of the shield, and I'm gonna try to push it over.
Okay, sure.
Bad idea. It's a bad idea.
I think it's all a bad idea, but I already said it, so I can't take it back.
Alright, so you walk up to it, and you're going to push it with your shield. Oh, shit. Reroll that. So he hits your 21.
Damn, dude, barely hits. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So he claws at your shield, and he hits you. Since you did have your shield up, it doesn't hit you.
Awesome.
It hits your shield. And at the same time, you're pushing him over. However, you're, let's see here. You see that your shield is automatically becoming extremely fucking heavy. And give me a perception check, actually.
Oh, Christ. 18.
18. After you push it to the ground, it flails for a second, and then, it moves, like, unnaturally fast, like, probably faster than your eyes can see, and then it suddenly just goes still in an agonizing kind of form again.
Like a Pompeii kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of like a stone, and just sit there, boom, and it just sits there. But you notice, after you shove it down and recoil, that your shield is becoming stone.
I'm going to take that shit off.
Okay, so what are you going to do with your shield?
I'm just going to drop it and see what happens to it.
So you drop it in the stone. As you drop it, you see it completely encase and is stone now. And
okay, I'm going to take one of the javelins off my back and I'm going to poke it with the javelin.
Okay. You just poke it and it's stone.
Does the tip of the javelin start becoming stone as well?
It does not.
Okay. I'm just going to bring up my boot and I'm going to stomp on it to see if I can crack, the stone. I'm not trying to, push all the way through. I'm just trying to see if I can, stomp on it to, crack the stone at all.
Okay. So go ahead and give me a strength check.
That is a 14.
All right, awesome. So you stomp on it, and it just seems to kind of tilt and then fall over forward into the snow.
Okay. I'm going to take a piece of cloth, one of the, just a piece of cloth. I'm going to wrap my arm, and I'm going to try to pick up the shield and see what happens to the cloth.
Okay, sure. So you try to pick up the shield. Give me a strength check.
Okay. Nat 20.
Nat 20. Despite the fact that it's extremely fucking heavy, you pick it up, and you can kind of feel the weight of it. You don't start turning to stone. However, you know that you can't constantly carry this on you or defend yourself effectively with this shield anymore.
All right. Well,
Too heavy.
I'm going to look back to the group and say, well, this is a piece of shit now, and I'm just going to drop it.
Okay.
Might grab it on the way back, but I'm without a shield now. I can't quite tank very well without a shield now, can I? Also, avoid the statues. That should be mentioned. That probably should have been the first thing out of my mouth.
So in the distance, from the house, you guys can hear, they come. They are now coming here.
I get it. They're coming.
Disembodied voice. All right.
So what are you guys doing?
Disembodied voice.
All right. I'm gonna do a soccer mom thing with Ingorial, just kind of slowly edge along the wall as far away from the statue as possible.
Okay.
Kind of moving us forward.
Are the rest of you guys following?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you guys do make it to the gate. Some of the statues shift in your direction.
Fuck, I gotta change my AC now. Actually, I guess I can still tank. I just don't have 20 AC yet.
Yeah.
Ingorial wastes no time. He goes inside.
Alright, I'm
I
gonna
follow.
All right. Perfect.
Jump on the idea.
Sweet Alright. Now we'll be inside. We'll be inside where the real fun starts.
The real fun started when the tank lost his shield.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a castle. There are doors. All I'm saying is improvise, adapt, overcome.
Oh, I'm absolutely... Like, I was literally just gonna be like, can I find wood anywhere? I'm gonna make a buckler right now.
Right? I'll go ahead and delete this motherfucker.
Okay.
Alright. So you guys enter into a
Back to murder.
vast main hall that seems to reach stories above and disappearing into darkness. You guys don't even see a roof above you. The hall seems to fade to darkness to the north, but you notice that there are doors that can be seen on your east and west that line the walls, it seems. So it's like one door, and then right next to that door frame is a door. They're all shut. You hear a voice that seems to boom loudly throughout the hall. He's like, "So you have returned, my old friend."
Oh, lovely.
So
Oh, shit.
Ingorial says, and he whispers, "Do not respond to the voice, neither in your head or out loud directly. Give me a constitution check."
Oh, God.
That is a 19.
Okay.
18.
19.
19. Perfect. Roll constitution check for Adric and Falthra.
Adric got a 17.
Okay.
Falthra got a 15.
Perfect. So, afterwards, silence. Nothing. You don't hear anything else.
Ingorial.
Yes.
Is this place called an armory?
This place does not have an armor.
No shields to be found in this castle?
If there was, it would be out in the blacksmith area in the courtyard.
Well, fuck.
Back where we heard the voices come from the house, of course.
We'll take care of that. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Moving on.
Look, the bridge is broken.
You're broken.
Closer
Very
inspection
close.
reveals that there are hundreds of doors. What are you guys doing?
Ingorial, do you think we should go straight to the fourth floor?
Yes, I do believe we should go straight to the fourth floor. However, the stairs to get to such is in the top right corner.
Wonderful. Well, we'll start heading that direction.
Yes, yes. And how would you like to go about doing that?
Quietly. As quietly as possible.
All right.
I'm gonna take one of the javelins off my back, and I'm gonna have the mace in the other hand.
Okay.
Since I
Perfect.
no longer have a shield, I might as well do something useful.
Okay.
Javelin in my main hand.
Are you proficient with dual wield?
No.
Okay. So on your offhand, you will have disadvantage on attacks.
Then I'm gonna put the javelin away.
Okay.
Well,
You can use the javelin as a two-handed weapon, I believe.
can you?
I do
Let me
believe.
check that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can. I know that certain ones can, but I don't
I know
think
the
javelin
spear can, but I believe the javelin can be used as either or.
That's not how it's written, but I mean, you're the DM. So.
What is it? A 1d6?
Yeah.
And it's a 1d8.
Versatile.
It's a 1d8 if you throw it.
No, it's just 1d6 overall.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah,
So if
that's
you
dumb.
decide to use the javelin with the two-handed, I'll give you a 1d8.
All right, cool. Then I'm gonna hold out the javelin and I'm gonna have it in both hands. Then.
All right, perfect. So you're gonna two-hand that shit. Sweet. So
Yeah.
make sure you're rolling.
Thank you,
Make
by
sure
the
you're
way.
rolling a 1d8. And remember, guys, you need to roll an extra 1d4 upon ability checks because of your potion of heroism. So just put that 1d4 right next to you or whatever. All right. So how are
Would that
we?
work for the stealth checks?
Say what?
The stealth checks that we've been doing?
With all checks. That's that
So it
potion.
should have been
That's
adding-
that potion of heroism. Oh, wait, no, that was for attack. I'm sorry. That's for attack checks.
It's attacks and ability checks.
No, yeah, it is attacks and ability checks, yeah. You're right. So, yes, if I ask you to do like a strength check or a constitution check, make sure you roll that 1d4. Yeah.
Well,
All right, so how are you guys getting about? So what Indoril's saying is that you guys have to make it up here in order to get to the next floor.
I'm gonna follow behind.
I'll take point.
Like I'm behind Indoril.
Okay. Would you guys give me a stealth check?
And then add the 1d4.
Yes, always roll the 1d4 when I ask for
19.
19. Awesome.
You got 14, 4, and a +1.
Awesome.
That's a natural 20.
Perfect.
I have a 4 minus 3 plus 4. 5.
Okay. Adric and Falfra.
That is a 16.
Falfra got a 4 as well.
Oh, shit. Okay, so
Christ, Matt.
you hear some clanking. Matt comes in last with Falthra. They kind of shut the door, and as they do, it makes a kind of a loud locking noise. In front of you, you see this large, grotesque figure come barreling at you. That looks a little something like this.
No.
So about 20 feet away from you guys.
Oh, Jesus.
This thing...
Oh, Christ, not one of these.
Roll for initiative.
Oh, I have advantage on initiative roll.
Well, that is an 18.
Sweet.
12.
So, I rolled a 19 both times.
Adric got a 11.
So I have a 21.
Alright. Let me do this shit real quick. The top with you.
So how far away is it?
So it's about 20 feet. It's about 20 feet away.
Okay.
Alright. So from you, Ragnar, it's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20. So he's about right here. Right. We'll put him right up here. Because I'm gonna give you guys time to react. Because he came up off this from behind here. So he's right where my cursor's at.
Okay. I'm going to move up to meet him halfway. And I'm going to swing to attack with my sword.
So you're going to meet him like right up here? So he's right here.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and swing the attack.
First attack, and I would like to rage.
Okay.
That's a 19.
A 19. Excuse me, that hits.
I said 18.
That hits.
Okay, cool. Whew. All right. So 1d8. Oh, that would have been a 19. I forgot to add the 1. Sorry. Either way. So 1d8 plus a 1d6 plus 3 of radiant damage. So there's 13 slashing and 5 radiance for my first attack.
So what's your total?
18.
18? Okay.
Yes. And I would like to take my second attack.
Okay.
That's a 24.
That hits.
Sorry, 25. I keep forgetting that one. But, that's 11 damage.
Perfect.
No, sorry, 13. Because it's plus 2 with rage. My bad.
Did you add the other +1?
Yes, I've been adding the +1 to this is the first time I've added rage damage, but I'm gonna keep adding rage damage from now on.
Alright, perfect. So you go running up to meet this thing head on, and you slash at it, and you see this black blood kind of pour out of it, and its dull, lifeless face just stares at you.
I just kind of stare right back. I say, "Hi, I'm Ragnar."
Okay.
Cursed as a boy.
I was
I'm cursed boy.
Me too. Alright, anything else?
No, that's it.
Alright. So, you guys see in the distance something else approach from over behind this statue here. Standing next to the statue, you guys are going to see this thing appear.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Alright, it kind of screeches. And
Alright, well, I guess we're not being quiet.
And it is now there with you guys as well. Alright. So, up next, if that's it, Matthew,
Yes.
is you, Keaton.
Okay, I'm gonna,
I'll add the lost.
I'm gonna say to Kerroessa, protect the wizard, and I'm gonna charge up to meet, the thing that Matt's fighting.
Okay. So you are going to charge up right here, right here.
I want to stay within 30 feet of Kerroessa.
Okay.
I don't know which token is hers. Oh, I see which one she
It's
is.
this one
Never
right
mind.
here.
Awesome. Cool, yeah, I want to stay within 30 feet of her.
Right there you are.
Cool,
yeah,
and then I'm
Yep.
gonna fuck this thing up is what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Get my dice on a stable surface. Slash, I'm just jabbing at it with the javelin with both
Sure.
hands. That is a, hang on, proficiency plus strength. That is a 19.
19 hits,
Plus the D4.
plus the 1d4.
And, okay, so that's a 21.
Awesome.
That might still hit, I'm not sure.
Yeah, right?
Okay, and then that's going to be 6 plus 11 points of slashing damage.
Awesome. So you
Or
slash.
piercing, rather.
Piercing?
Sorry.
Now, is your javelin magical?
It is not, no.
Okay. Alright. So you jab at it, and you see it kind of engulf into this thing. As you puncture it and pull out, you see this black blood kind of come out as you pull your javelin out of it.
Alright, cool. And then I'm going to take another swing.
Okay.
And that is a 18.
18 hits.
Wonderful. Let's go. Non-natural 20, rather. And that's going to be 12 points of piercing damage.
Perfect. Alright, so you hit it again. You see Max run up and goes thumping through and just stabs this thing twice really quick. And if you have nothing else, it will be
That will be my turn, yeah.
it will be its turn.
Bring it on, Chief.
Alright, Matt, so it's gonna go ahead and attack you. Alright. For a 19.
That hits.
Okay, so 19 for the first one. Okay. So that's going to be 21 points of damage.
Jesus Christ.
And then I'm going to need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
16.
Perfect, you pass. You take 9 points of damage. So this thing's arm that's trailing behind it, it whips it forward, and it sticks into Ragnar's armor. And it pulls him close, and he's now grappled. And you see it kind of wrap around him, and its face kind of tilts to one side, and it has that lonely, droopy look upon its face. And you hear Ragnar grunt a little bit and wince as if something was inside of his mind that was causing him anguish for only a moment before he returns to. Libby, it is your turn.
Alright, I want to position myself kind of between the two demons and the wizard. And I want to,
So you want to be...
in that little corner, basically like, diagonal from him. So when, yeah,
Like this?
there.
Right here or right here?
Okay, yep, right there.
Alright, perfect.
And I want to, basically ready if they come towards me to be, I have darts, so I want to, like, have a dart in each hand and a ready in action to throw should they come towards us.
Perfect. So if, at what range would you like to engage your ready action? Like if they if they get past Ragnar, or?
Yeah, if they get past Ragnar.
Okay, sure. Awesome.
Or if they come into view and I'm not likely to hit Ragnar. Like if,
these things are pretty big. Like you can throw these over probably a 6-foot man, and easily see this thing. It's a pretty big thing. It's probably about...
Okay, then I'm going to take the opportunity to throw a dart.
Okay, yeah, go for it. Roll to attack.
That is a 16.
That hits.
Okay, and I can roll 1d4. That is a 3.
Okay. So you do 3 points of damage. So you throw this dart and it hits it. Awesome. So you throw this dart and you hear this dart sail over your head and zip past you, Ragnar, and Max, and you see it embed into this thing, and it doesn't even really seem to flinch. It just kind of sits there and mopes. This is a very mopey monster.
It's very sad.
Very sad. Adric's turn.
Have we tried psychological damage?
You'll never amount to
You
anything.
need a hug.
Yeah.
So it's already giving you a hug, Matt.
I know.
It feels unwise. Alright, I'm gonna have... Adric is there. So I'm going to have him fire at...
Here's the lonely monster, the big guy, and here's the spider-like motherfucker.
Alright, I'm gonna have him ready in action. The moment the spider moves, for him to shoot his longbow at him.
Okay, perfect. Anything else?
And that's it for Adric.
Okay. Falthra?
I'd say 50 feet away, or 55 feet away from the spider guy, right?
Yeah. So let's say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
maybe
30.
60.
Yeah, so about 60, yep.
Is that disadvantage at ranged attack?
What's she got? So I believe you can shoot up to 60 feet with a bow and arrow at least.
Oh, 150 to 600 feet.
Before it starts to degrade, yeah.
Alright then, cool. So I'm going to take a multi-attack.
Okay. At Spidey?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no. I'm sorry. Spidey's up here, so you can still hit him, though.
Okay, cool. Regardless. Nice.
Yeah.
First attack, I'm going to roll the attack. That is a 17.
That hits?
Cool. Roll a second attack.
Yep.
That is a 23.
That hits?
Cool. It is... First damage is 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Second is 5 points of piercing damage.
Perfect. So what do you got for a total? What was it?
13?
5 and 7?
12?
12?
12.
Okay. So you see Falthro looses 2 arrows and it hits this spider-like humanoid undead creature square in the chest, and it kind of reels for a second, and then it screeches back in her direction. It is now Ingorial's turn. He's going to hit here. He's going to cast Magic Missile.
Sweet.
So you see him shoot out several rays of this magic missile, and all 3 of them pelt, and then fucking makes this thing quiver a little bit, but it still doesn't do a whole lot of anything else.
Is that Sad Boy?
Yes, Fat Boy. Yep, Fat Sabo.
Say yes.
13. All right, now, so we'll change that. Now, this monster up here is going to move. Go ahead and do your attack roll, Libby.
Alright, so he... Oh, bastard, he got an 8.
+4.
Oh, yes. I can pick it up. I got a 9.
Nice. Is he doing a multi-attack, or is he just shooting?
He's just doing... he'll do a multi-attack. He's got makes 2 melee attacks, so yeah. So then I just have to roll it again?
Uh-huh.
Second one, we'll just roll them both. I can't pick up the D4. Alright, so the second one was a 10, plus 4, 14.
That does not hit. He looses 2 arrows, and they go flying past the rather large creature. Alright. So it's going to move to right here. So 10 feet to the east of Ragnar. Okay? And back at the top with you, Matt.
Alright, I'm going to keep going at the Sad Boy.
Okay.
Heart of the cards. That is an 18. Weight plus a D4. That's 22.
That hits.
Alright. And then my other attack is a nat freaking 20.
Nice.
Very cool. So the first attack is 1d8 plus 8. No, 1d8 plus 7 plus 2. Jesus. Okay, hang on. I got this shit. So 3 to 12 points of piercing damage plus 9 points of radiant damage, so 21 points of damage for the first attack. And for my second attack, I have 14. No way, so yes, 14 plus 7, 21 plus 2 is 23 points of damage.
All right.
And then I'm going to say, hi, I'm Ragnar. I was cursed as a boy.
So, at this point, you see it kind of almost as if it tries to defend itself slightly. Is that all you got?
Yeah.
No, it asks you that. No, I'm joking.
Oh.
Keaton, it's your turn.
And I was just saying, yeah.
That's spicy. Yeah. Keaton. Ketone.
As it turns out, I am muted. I apologize.
Oh, okay.
I said I'm gonna hit it like 6 times, and then I looked up and I was like, oh, I'm muted. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So the first attack is a hold on. I've got proficiency, and I've got plus a 4. That's a 20. I'm sorry. That's a
Hot.
29.
Icky. 29 hits.
Damn.
Okay, I was really hoping there.
29 does not hit.
That is 12 points of piercing damage.
Nicely done.
The first hit.
All right.
Second attack is a. Let me just add all this shit. 24.
That hits.
Okay. I almost just rolled the d20 for damage. That would be bad. And that is 13 points of slashing.
Perfect.
Or piercing. Fuck, sorry. It's a javelin.
It's all
I
right.
don't slash with a javelin.
Good.
All
I mean,
right.
you could. It's not very effective.
So while it's focused on Ragnar, you just see Max just fucking stabbing this motherfucker in its fat belly and its side, just bleeding this bitch.
Fuck you.
Uh-huh. All right. Is that all you got right now, Keaton?
Is stashing a weapon an action or a bonus action?
What do you mean stashing a weapon?
Like, if I took the javelin, stabbed him a couple times, and then just put it back in the giant quiver on my back?
I would have to say that's an action because you're going to be switching weapons, correct?
Okay, yeah, so switching weapons is the action.
Switching weapons.
Right now,
Yeah.
Right now, I just want to put it away. I don't want to pull out the other one until next turn.
Okay, yeah, I'll consider that a bonus action.
Okay, and then pulling it out would be a bonus action.
And then for your next round, to pull it out will be a bonus action.
Okay,
Since
so
you're
that's what I'm
having
gonna do.
Yeah,
As a bonus action, I'm just
I
gonna
mean, that makes sense,
Shake.
I think.
I'm just gonna shank him a couple times.
Excuse me, I'm fucking dying. Alright, it's its turn. So, it's gonna go ahead and turn towards you, Keaton.
Yeah, bite me, bitch.
And it is going to attack.
Yay, certainly try.
Let's see it. 21.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
You're going to take 21 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
That is a... What's my wisdom? Plus 0, that's a 16.
16. Awesome. You pass. You will take 9 points of additional damage.
So, how many total?
So you will take 30.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot it was 21 plus 9, that's easy.
Oh, yeah, but Matt took the same amount of damage, so he knows already.
Ah.
And you still have 10. So you technically only take 20 points of damage.
Yeah. Alright, cool.
Alright, and it will actually, it'll move. Start moving down towards Libby. And
Opportunity attack?
Ingorial, absolutely.
Opportunity attack?
Yep.
Fucking go. That's a nat 20.
Nice. Double damage.
Fucking go. Rolled max damage too.
Nice.
Jesus. Okay, so that's 16 plus 5, that's 21 points of... Oh, I didn't have a weapon out. I'm sorry.
I was
Let me
going to
try that
say,
again.
you're punching it.
I'm punching the shit out of this motherfucker. Still rolled max damage, so that's 4 plus 3... Or no, sorry, 4 doubled, halved. How do you want me to do that? Just 4?
Yeah, no. A punch is a punch. Yeah, so
Okay.
you can. So you
And
do
then-
4 minus 2, right?
4 minus 2, so 7 points of damage.
Awesome. You added your strength, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, 7.
Now,
Matt.
for my opportunity attack,
Uh huh.
I roll to attack. That's a nat fucking 20.
Perfect.
And I can move my camera.
Double
I
damage?
can fucking show you.
No,
I can fucking...
No, that's fine.
That's amazing.
Go ahead.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Alright. Fucking right.
I believe you.
So...
You guys haven't given me any reason not to believe you. I know that I sing a different tune when other people play simply because I'm trying to keep it fair across the board. Does that make sense?
I rolled max damage too.
Sweet.
So I got 17. No, 8 plus 8 is 16 plus
16.
9 is 25.
Right, because you add all your strength and stuff?
Yeah, 25.
25? Awesome. So this thing goes.
Because I have a plus 9.
This thing kind of mopily kind of goes like this and starts walking around you guys. It's sliding its one slithering hand behind it that's like extended and dislocated. And Keaton just starts like punching its butt cheek. Just like fucking punching the fucking shit out of it. And
Fuck you, dude!
yeah, and because it stands pretty tall. And so he punches the shit out of it while it runs because he's mid-changing weapon. Ragnar, you cut off his fucking arm.
God, that was what I was gonna do.
So the slithering arm that was behind, he tries to pass you, and you fucking just go ham, and you and just slice his fucking arm off. This time you get a reaction out of it. It seems to howl like this kind of a low-tone, sad howl, but oh no, no, he doesn't do that. It's more like, and it just kind of echoes, and he continues moving towards Libby and Ingorial.
Cool.
All right, so he is right here, bleeding like a motherfucker.
Like a motherfucker.
All right, Libby, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to move closer to him, place myself between him and Ingorial, and I am going to use my Fangs of the Fire Snake. So an attack to action on your turn, I can spend a key point, so I'm using one key point. So tendrils of flame stretch out from your fists and feet. I'm just going to punch him
Hell
with a
yeah.
fiery fist.
Okay,
And then it'll deal 1d10 extra fire damage.
awesome.
Ooh, nice.
So I got a 13
To hit,
to hit.
plus your 1d4.
Oh, yeah.
Did a terrible job. That is a 1.
What is it?
Damn.
What's the total?
With Dex. Or whatever you use.
Yep, with...
Sorry, that was
No, you're good. So you got to add your dexterity to it, too.
Oh, and my dexterity. Fuck.
Yes.
All right. So yes, I had the
So you had 14 plus 1 plus your dex.
okay, 13, 14. So 15, 16, 17.
That hits.
Oh.
Yes.
That was not
All
gonna.
right.
That was not gonna hit without your dexterity. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
All right, and 1d10
Mm-hmm.
damage is a 6.
All right, awesome. So this thing comes up, and you immediately, with your long-term skills as a monk, go running, and you slide across the stone, and you send out these punches, and these fire whips come out, and the tendrils hit it and burn this thing's face. Its eyes burst from these punches, and it howls again. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Eyes burst.
No, it's like I think I'm going to just kind of like keep my staff and kind of like position it in front of me to like bully it away if it tries to move closer.
Okay.
Bully it.
It is Adric's turn.
Alright, Adric is just going to try to shoot at it.
Okay.
I have the 1d4 because I keep forgetting. Alright, buddy. So that's a 6.
It does not hit. He shoots. He's kind of overwhelmed through the fluster of what just happened. He shoots, and where it would have hit, Ragnar already cut its arm off. So the arrow goes right past.
Okay.
Roll it.
So that is it for his turn.
Falthra.
All right. Falter is going to stick with the spider guy and go for a multi-attack,
Okay.
and that is
He is
non-natural 20.
he is now right here.
Very good.
Okay.
So the first one's a non-natural 20. The next one is a 16.
That hits.
Very cool. So we'll be 8 plus 2. First attack deals 6. Second attack deals 8. So that is a total of 14 points of damage.
Okay.
Piercing to spider guy.
Alright, awesome. So during the commotion, Falthra looses 2 arrows and it sticks in the arm and the leg of this creature who once again howls at her. Motherfucking bitch!
He's got like 4 arrows sticking out of him because
Yeah.
of Falter.
So it's Ingorial's turn. He's going to do Magic Missile on Spider Guy. Just going to do them all at once.
Oh, no.
Alright, so Magic Missile. Senior Spider. Plus... Perfect. And then Ingorial, being the man that he is, understands that he needs to kind of get away. So he's going to kind of run up and over. All right, back at the top. Matthew.
Okay, I'm going to go for my multi-attack. I'm going to turn and go towards... Oh, wait, where's the spider guy
Spider
related
guy.
to?
The spider guy's right here.
And he hasn't moved.
He's moved from down here to right here. Yeah. The
Did he not take a turn?
he. Oh shit! You're right. No, sorry.
Why?
My calculator covered it up. Never mind. It's turn.
Continuity, dude. He's
Sorry.
right there.
All right, so he's gonna move
Yeah.
down towards Adric, and he's actually gonna take a swing at Adric. $18 and 17.
What was the armor class of the medium mithril?
The medium
16, I
mithril
think.
is
Yeah.
No.
is the same as a medium leather armor or a chain
14.
or chainmail. So it's 14 or 15. I can't remember.
It might be 15, I'm not entirely sure, but I know heavy armor 16.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I think the medium armor would be 14.
14? Okay, then those hit.
Excuse me. All right. He will. Listen here. He will take 39 points of damage.
Okay.
What's their total? 45?
It was like 43 or something like that.
Yeah. Alright.
And then Jirana had like, I don't know, 28.
Yeah, she got her shit rocked. Hang on, I can tell you how much she had.
Yeah.
40. She had 40 health.
Yeah.
Oh, it was 46. I remember. I have it written down here.
Awesome.
I'm still on the same page.
Yeah. He still has a little bit left, but that hurt.
Yeah. So this spider-like thing comes rolling up quickly with demonic speed up to Adric
Shit.
and just slashes and pierces him. All right, now we're back at the top. Matthew.
Cool. So both of them are faced away from me.
Right,
I'm
so
going
big,
to
big
go up
boy's right
to-
here, and the other spider
go
guy's right here.
Directly behind Big Boy for a surprise attack because he
Sure.
does not see me.
That's right.
And I'm going to make my first attack roll. I have advantage, correct?
Yep.
That is not bad. That is an 18.
That hits.
Cool. And I'm going to take my second attack.
Okay.
Would that still have advantage?
No, the second one would not.
Cool. I feel you. 21 plus 2, 23.
That hits.
Cool. First attack does plus 7 is 13, plus 8 is 21 points of damage. 8 of those are radiant.
Alright.
Second attack does max damage. 8 plus 9 is 17 points of damage.
How do you want to end him? Do you want to end it or do you want me to?
Go ahead. I like your imagery.
Alright, awesome. So you see this bulbous thing bleeding out of its arm, and you see it engaging as Kerroessa punches it in the face, and Falthra shoots arrows across, hitting the other guy, and Adric shooting arrows, missing the arm because you cut it off. And you rush up behind it really quickly, and you jump on its humped back, and you take, what do you have? You have Dragon Slayer out, right?
Yep.
You take the Dragon Slayer, and as you grab up its back and you jump up, it kind of takes its other claw and tries to find you because its eyes are burst open. And you grab the front of its face and its nose, pull it back, and shove the sword right down and through its mouth and out the front part of its neck. You snap back off to the side, which kind of makes the left side of it protrude, and it like snaps its neck off. It falls off to the side, and you roll off with it. You are now right here.
Cool. Nice.
Yes, sir. Now, it is dead. The monster is slain.
I'm going to use the rest of my movement to stand next to Kerroessa to engage Spider Guy.
So you want to be right here?
Yeah.
Or you want to be...
Or no,
Do you want?
no, I'll actually
Are you
kind of
Are you trying to
go
stand
one
up
space up.
right here?
Yeah, to prepare for my next attack.
Okay. Awesome. Keaton.
Hold on, I'm trying to check something.
Sure.
I love this path of the Zealot, dude.
That's pretty fucking cool.
I know, because it adds 1d6 plus half my level, so it's 1d6 plus 3. The first damage every turn.
Zach, before I blow a spell slot, does this would this creature count as humanoid?
Why don't you give me a tell you what. Why don't you give me a perception check?
Ooh.
14?
14. As far as what you can tell, it may or may not be humanoid. It looks humanoid to you, but just that's only because it's standing up on two legs, and it has several different arms, and it has a head and a torso like a humanoid would.
Alright, fuck it. We're just gonna go for it. I'm gonna run up to it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get like behind it. While doing so, I'm gonna pull the longsword off my back.
Okay.
And with two hands, I'm gonna slash and I'm gonna try to cut some arms off.
Awesome. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay. Do I get advantage on it, or does it know that I'm there?
You do get advantage on it, yes.
Alright, cool, because that was a nat 1. And that is... Hang on, D4 plus 4. That is a 18.
That hits.
Awesome, cool, lovely.
Now you're aiming for what side of its arms? It's got 2 arms on its right and 3 arms on its left.
I'm gonna go for the 3 on the left.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay, and that is... That is... 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay. So you come running up, seeing how Ragnar just felled the beast by putting his sword down its throat. You run past him as he hops off and moves to the side. And you swing with all your might at this creature who doesn't know you're there. And you actually do. You cut off 2 arms.
Alright, cool. Then I'm going to attack again.
How much damage was
I'm
that?
gonna,
I'm sorry?
Huh?
How much damage was that? 12?
12. Okay, so with that one, I'm swing down, and my second one, I'm going like straight through his back, like where his like his spine, like straight center, kind of.
Sure.
Go for the spine.
Okay.
And that is. That's 13 plus 6. I got a 10, 3, and then plus 6, 19.
19? That hits?
Wunderbar. Alright, cool. And that is 10 points of damage.
Awesome. So you come running up, you slice off 2 of its arms, you hear it screech, and then you pull back and you push your sword through its body. Though you miss its spine, it kind of goes through its kidney at the front of its, where the liver area might be. You pierce it through and through. You pull it back, and it howls in anguish. Libby, it is your turn.
Okay, I want to use my staff to come down on its head.
Okay.
And both. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Nice. Okay.
Very cool.
Roll for damage and double it.
All right. So that is my D8, which is you. All right. It's a 4.
That's a 4. Okay.
Yeah, because I got 2.
Awesome. So you come down, you bring your staff down on it, it smacks it in the top of its head, and it drops it down to 1 knee. Did you want to use a bonus action to try to hit it again with the butt end of your staff?
Yes.
Awesome.
Oh, you do have Polar Master, don't you?
Well, I get an extra attack.
She can like kick it or punch it or do anything like that, or hit it with the butt end of her staff because of the monk.
Yeah, so basically I want to like try to smack it again with my staff on the way up.
Sure.
So that is a 16.
That hits. Barely, but it hits.
That's a 6.
That's a 6. How do you want to end him? Do you want to do it or do you want me to do it?
Go ahead.
Awesome. Let's see.
You can end him.
All right. Sweet. So he comes up, and after he pierces and pulls his sword out from its back, you jump up and you swing your staff, and it whirlwinds for a second before it lands smacked on top of its head. You hear its head actually fracture a little bit. Its skull, and you see its eye kind of close. And then you bring back, as it drops to 1 knee, and you smack upward, kicking the tip of your quarterstaff up into its jaw. And you see its head actually almost like it pops up and out and dislocates from its body and then flops backward before it flops forward and smacks down to the ground and smashes its face. The beast is dead.
Fuck you.
Yay!
Yeah, Adric would have gotten that if he had hit it next. If you missed your bonus action, he would have killed that thing.
Yeah.
Awesome. So the beasts are now dead.
So,
This is a very good stopping point since it is 10:03.
yes, questions. What time is it as far as the length of our heroism?
So you guys have made it through the courtyard in less than 8 minutes. This fight has only been 6 minutes or 6 seconds per round, right? So you guys, how many rounds did you go? I think you guys went like 7 rounds.
Something like that.
That was a pretty nice fight, Zach.
Yeah.
That was awesome. I like how you described it.
Yeah.
Forgot that I had a longsword and that does a little bit more damage. It's
So-
also not super loud like a bell.
Yeah. Well, you did a lot of damage. You did a lot of damage that last hit. You did a lot of damage that last hit because I think it was at like 45 or 48 health.
I am so digging the freaking, what is it? Whatever feature it is. Spell it? Yeah. The, Divine Fury. My Divine Fury, motherfucker.
So that's fucking awesome. So you guys are now
I'm Ragnar.
I'm Ragnar. All right, man. So you guys are on the first floor of the thing, and yeah, I think we'll call it for right now since it is, like I said, 10:04 now. Yeah, good shit. So in 2 weeks. Yeah. Yes, indeed.
I'm good for Saturday as well. You guys are too.
I should be. Saturday, as far as I know, I'm not going to be scheduled super late.
Right, so we will.
Well, if you're 9 to 5, we're both off at 5. We both live like 10 minutes away from our homes.
I know, but Saturday should be the day that I get off at 3.
Oh.
So the 21st is when we'll meet back here. It'll be 2 weeks from today.
Alright, yeah, that should be established by then.
All right, guys.
Latest I'll be at work is 5 because our store closes at 5. I
And
think.
we'll start off at 5:30. We'll start off at 5:30, and we probably won't go as late as this time around. I know you guys just want to kind of get your feet wet with this thing, so we might only do 8 or 9 next time. We'll probably more or less. We'll probably do like an 8:30. I like to give you guys at least 3 hours, and then we'll talk with the
I'm
group.
off every Sunday, so I don't give a shit.
Me too, but I like to talk and discuss with you guys because maybe you had a rough week, maybe you didn't, So I always like to keep that door open. That way nobody feels obligated. Or, fuck, I might even be like, yo, I'm so fucking exhausted. Let's just roll,
Well, okay. This is a lot of fun, though.
So, all right, guys. So next time, think about where you want to explore. There's literally hundreds of doors to go in. Some of them
None of them have shields, so I don't care.
Yeah. Think about what you guys want to do next. If you guys just want to fucking ramrod through it, get it fucking done, go for it.
Ramrod?
If you guys want to fucking explore a little bit, more power to you, but, still kind of think strategically because there's going to be a lot of shit. This was just the beginning, So,
Yeah.
all right, guys.
I'm excited, Zach. This is cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
See you guys in 2
I'll see you
weeks.
guys.
See ya.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.